We're live. We're recording. I'm Omar Krieg. These are the people that are joining me to play this campaign of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, Tithes of Acheron, Segmentum the Fourth, Troubles at Taslak, Episode 2. Wow, I got that out without
Ja,
having to look at my
hallo.
notes, without, making sure I lost track or something. I am
Guten
joined...
Tag und wie geht's?
Yeah, I am joined by Rev Everett playing Burgundio Van Breeze Gidsbath III or Cat Bath or something like that. I don't know what it's. But he's gonna give me
Cat
some
bath.
shit. Probably throw more monikers at me. We're joined also by Darius, who plays Jace. Hold up. Nope. Wait. Yeah, Jace something or other von Hammersmark. Nope. That's a different movie.
Unco.
Yeah, that's it. Von Onko. Yeah,
The
we'll go with
man,
that.
the man's name is Jace Von
Listen,
Unco.
you're lucky I'm getting what I
Jace
am getting.
Sebastian von Unco.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
it.
Sebastian.
I knew Sebastian was in there somewhere. I just couldn't remember where. We're also joined by Alturios playing our ever-present, red-robed, oily-smelling, explorator. And his name is Icarus. And he's constantly flanked by Archimedes and Pythagoras, his two pet floating skulls. Servo skulls. Not that that makes it any less creepy. And lastly... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Alturios. He said hi, and he said it so previously it didn't even register. He's speaking in binaric, that's why. And lastly, of course, Warner, take me to the damn hill, Radic, who likes swords and other things Illinoisan, I think. I'm not sure.
Various.
Oh, he also plays our arch-militant, who has a profound German accent and an extreme love, not just for guns, but for dead orcs.
Oh yeah, the best orcs are always dead orcs.
Yeah, of course. Gentlemen, and I use that term so loosely, mostly because of me and Rev. What's new and exciting? Rev, 30 seconds, go.
Well, I declare, my arm
Your arm, yes.
is better than it was the week before. I
Okay.
can make a fist without shaking like a paraplegic.
I was under the impression that paraplegics can't shake, but I could be wrong, too.
Perhaps I'm in a different condition.
Listen, maybe you should just stop using big words that you don't understand and just talk normal.
I'm just
Are you
gonna call
talking
him
about
Foghorn for the rest of the
with the shaking?
You're gonna
because of
call him
seizures?
Foghorn for the rest of the campaign. Bet.
Finally, someone gets what I'm going for here.
I declare I do smell what you are stepping in.
And what I believe the condition that I meant to say was Parkinson's.
Oh, very good.
Well, there you go. All right, Darius, his 30 seconds are up. Please tell me you got something better.
Well, have we played since Christmas?
Yeah, we played last week. Where were you?
Okay. Apparently not conscious.
That's okay. My consciousness will be determined at a later date.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying driving again.
Oh, I bet.
And then I've been enjoying having a coat that actually zips up without the zipper coming apart.
That's definitely one of those things like windshield wipers that work correctly. It's
Yeah.
just one of those stupid little things in life that just makes life so much easier to endure.
Yes.
Because nothing sucks more than having a zipper that doesn't work on a jacket in the middle of winter, or windshield wipers that, when they go up and they go down, they don't quite cover everything.
Yeah. Other than that, just been gaming and reading, like usual.
Standing. Arterios, if you could speak to us in a language other than binaric, specifically English, what would you tell us about what's
I
new and
only
exciting for you?
speak in High Gothic. I will not.
The taste of English upon my tongue is dastardly disgusting.
Nothing too much. Been a rather quiet week for me.
Okay, well, quiet weeks are not bad.
Nah, I did reinstall Darktide, which I was about to do, and I was like, "Oh crap, it's Wednesday. I can't do that."
Hey, guess who also got into Darktide and acquired the Hive Scum because I am the scummiest of hives, the hiviest of scums, in a similar manner to Mork and Gorth, by the way.
Well, if
Cunningly
you want to ever
brutal.
do
I think
any
many
runs,
scum have
just hit
hives,
me up.
don't they?
Many scums have hives, but many hives do not always have scum. I don't know.
Well-
Actually, that's probably not accurate.
Altrios, if you're back into it, you should hit up Daishi. He,
Yes, Daishi. Ooh, we should go find Daishi and hive scum him. Or maybe get the arbitrates and sick an arbitate and oh my god, I can't even say it. The RBD.
Adeptus Arbites.
Yeah, that guy, but the dog. I
Arbitrates.
could not say the dog.
Arbites.
I have that class in the game.
The Arbidae's dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
playing
bestest
it.
boy.
Yeah, I have the hive scum, and some of the interactions I've had with other Arbidaes, they're kind of funny. Anyway, I'm sorry, Alterios. I took some of your thunder. Please continue.
But yeah, I'd have that installed, and I was going to play it, and I'm like, okay, it's.
You have
it's
your
still
other
part of it.
Warhammer 40K that
Yeah.
you do. Warner, other than swords, what's new and exciting for you? And if you do have something new and exciting about swords, please share.
I do not have any new swords, sadly.
That's a
I would
bummer.
love to, but buying a sword when still looking for a job might be frowned upon as irresponsible.
Listen, I'm not going to frown on you. I'm not going to judge you. But there may or may not be a question. Mostly, can I see it?
Over the weekend, I played some Mech Warrior Online, like the heathen that I am.
You disgusting foul.
And in one day, I got the full event for the January Freemax. And in the
nice.
next day, I got the full event for the January Freemax for my alt. So I
That's
don't have
bold
to
of
play
you
again
to-
all January.
That's
Here-
bold of you to presume that you have more than one alt.
Here, let me give you my account login. I'll log in.
I was gonna say something that might be construed as a bit rude. Let me be clear when I'm saying this. I am saying this strictly for the humor. Unemployment is great, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Again, I only said that strictly for the entertainment value or the humor.
I appreciate that. Yes, in fact, if I were on only unemployment and did not have some severance going, I would not be happy at all right now.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. And not for nothing. Not to throw too much of your business out there, obviously, but like knowing your situation, that's rough. This is a rough
Mhm.
time, and it's almost crucial to get some entertainment in, just to kind of balance
Yes.
out the bullshit
Levity.
you deal with. Yeah, to balance out the seriousness on one end and the crazy lifestyle or whatever you want to call it on the other end.
Have you considered Helldivers, Warner?
I have considered it and not purchased it.
Oh,
Wind out of sale. Well, not much new and exciting for me. The $300 worth of Warhammer 40K stuff I ordered showed up yesterday. So my
Wow.
core rulebook, my Codex
I was gonna say,
Imperial
so you
Guard.
got you got
Good.
one set. You got one set of Space Marines, right?
No, this is actually what I got. I got the core rulebook. I got the Codex Imperial Guard. I got the Codex Orcs. I got the starter kit, which comes with basically two not quite armies. I'm not sure what the point values are, but you get a Ultramarine crew and you get some Tyranids that come, and then you have to put them all together, and it comes with a handful of dice and some measurement tools and things of that nature. What I thought it came with, and until today did not realize I was not paying attention where I should have been, was it doesn't come with paint, brushes, or anything else that the introductory kit sends. So let me point this out. The introductory kit has two models in it, handful of paint, a brush, a scraping tool, clippers, and I don't remember. There might be like a little guidebook or handbook or something like that in there.
For only
The
for
introductory.
more dollars.
I'm sorry.
I said for only $400 more dollars.
No, that's since I ordered it today. I know it's $79.90 or something like that. It's basically $80. I ordered that today. along with paying another $80 on flea crap from the vet, prescription strength stuff. So,
For a second, I thought you said fleet, and I was thinking you were getting into the other side.
oh, Battlefleet Gothic? No.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that's just even more money gone. But yeah, so and because I have a Warhammer Plus, the streaming service, I have an account there. Evidently, I have a free model vampire lord lady chick person coming once it's available.
Is it Isabella von Karstein?
Yes, that's it. That's the one. So you
Is
have
it bad?
Warhammer. You have Warhammer Plus too. I see.
No, I just guessed it based off of what vampire lady they could be sending everyone for free.
I wouldn't know. I'm actually not. I have a curiosity of Warhammer Fantasy. I believe it's 4th edition, and I have the Skaven 5-book campaign. I can't remember, the Shadows of the Empire or something like that. I forget.
In the
Yeah,
video
that-
game,
I'm sorry?
in the video game, she's got a special romance with another vampire character, and when they're in the battle together, they give each other some pretty powerful bonuses.
Are you talking about the Total War Warhammer? Or
Yeah.
are you talking about a different one?
Warhammer 3 Total War?
It's
I mean,
actually
that would probably be the
it's
one.
actually it's I'm pretty sure she's in 1, 2, and 3, but the bonus kicks in for 2 and 3.
Okay.
But for anybody who buys any of the DLCs from 1 and 2, not even the full game, you can now play the full Immortal Empires campaign in Total War Warhammer 3 with just one DL. You can only play whatever faction you purchased, but if you purchase a random DLC that might have one of the factions, you can still play the full Total War game with that faction now.
That's cool. So yeah, so on one hand, my Warhammer stuff came in. On the other hand, I realized I needed more. I'm starting to recognize the Games Workshop business model.
Yep.
It's called, here's a drop of cocaine, 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 and now you're millions of dollars in debt to us. Welcome to the club. Oh, here's your complimentary pile of shame. But yeah, so, and with the ongoing war against the Tyranids, i.e. fleas, between me and my cat, the battles continue.
Just don't. I've heard from some painters that like the most horrific moment that you can have when painting a mini is accidentally tipping over one of your Games Workshop paints.
Oh, yeah. Well, so on that note, I plan on getting a card table, like the collapsible card table type deal. And I'm going to probably put like either an old towel or something like that over the top of it. So if I do spill, it's, that one time it's quick, easy cleanup. And then it's like, if it's an old towel or blanket or something, I'm not going to care.
To be clear, not for the cleanup. They're like, oh no, there goes $60.
Oh, okay. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Meanwhile, Games Workshop is over there in the corner going, yeah, buddy, gravity on our side.
Uh-huh.
Let's play some Warhammer.
Secret
40,000.
conspiracy theory. They make the paint thinner that you can use more potent than it needs to be, so that you get high off the fumes and are more likely to tip over your paint.
And because it's more potent than it needs to be, you go through more of your paint thinking you need less thinner. Or I don't know where I was going with that. I think it's difficult to follow. Anyway, previously on the Tithes of Acheron, we made it through the warp with hardly an incident and maybe some questions about, I don't know, bad dreams and Yunko Bar. I don't know. I don't remember where we ended up with that, other than somebody figured out that somebody in their dream was themselves getting eaten by spiders. We haven't had a chance to explore that in any way, because as soon as we came out of the warp, and within just a couple of days of making our way from the edge of the solar system to the planet of concern, 3 unidentified raider-type ships are on approach. These ships are roughly comparable in size. If I recall correctly, these raiders that are marked Raider A, Raider B, and Raider C are roughly 1.4 to 1.7 kilometers. Your own ship is 1.7, and the Perilos is 1.6 kilometers length. So they are roughly the same size. You have stats over here and here for your 2 ships. I goofed when I made this one. If you look at the Firing arcs for your ship's weapons on the Paralos. You'll notice that the second weapon is marked for both dorsal and prow. It should only be prow for that Sunseer laser battery. The Mars pattern macro batteries are dorsal. That decision I made simply because that ship was originally what was considered a Wolfpack Raider in the very beginning of this campaign, and I used the base Wolfpack Raider stats for that ship. We can discuss after this battle at a later date if we want to make any minor changes to the Paralos itself. That Paralos crew is, if I can direct your attention over here, Paralos' crew skill is a 30. Acheron's Ferry base crew skill is a 35. When it comes to shooting, however, players are in charge, can be in charge rather, of the gun batteries / direction of where to fire. So whoever is in charge of that ship's guns, specifically Acheron's Ferry, unless you are some reason moving your people over to the Paralos. For instance, usually it's Warner. I'm sorry, not Warner. Hold on, Reinhardt, in charge of the batteries. So he gets to use his I have to roll anything other than double zeros to get a hit at 9 million kilometers.
Not quite that good on ships because I don't get my Arch Millicent bullshit bonus.
Oh yes, the Arch Militant, I'm breathing, therefore I hit my target.
The I'm an Arch Millicent, therefore I shoot better than you bonus.
So to reiterate, however, there are. Let me pull up my notes because I'm gonna screw this up if I don't have them in front of me. Let me get through some of these other notes that I don't need at the moment. Yes, some refreshers on ship-to-ship combat. Initiative begins the battle. It's 1d10 plus the tens digit of the ship's detection scores to determine who goes when. Each ship can make a move action and a shooting action, and then there are extended actions. Extended actions for NPCs, I'm going to default to 1 or 2, depending on how I feel. And I don't mean that in a way of like, I'm going to power game this or anything, but more of like, I think one of those ships will have a bridge officer persona or archetype or something like that, that will function in some ways similar to a rogue trader for you guys. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I'll probably forget in about 26 seconds that I just said that too. So who knows? But effectively, one extended action, possibly 1 or 2 more for the NPCs. 1 extended action per player per turn. And then the move action and the shooting action. Move actions are your standard move action, which is you move forward either full distance or half distance and then turn based on the ship's size. And in this case, that's 45 degrees for all ships on the board, including the Acheron's Ferry. Move half the movement rate, turn up to 45 degrees. No, hold on, I got that backwards. Turn up to 90 degrees, and then continue the remainder of your movement. I can break that down for more detail as we move along. Shooting phase, your weapons have specific traits or stats. Strength is the maximum number of hits. Damage is the amount of damage per hit. Crit rating is the number of hits needed to bypass the critical threshold and cause a critical hit or critical damage. Firing arc determines which weapons can fire when, based on where the target is, and then obviously the range of the target in inches. A single character can control multiple weapon systems, making an attack for each one. Multiple characters can control multiple weapon systems, though only one can control a single weapon. Basically, 1 roll per person per weapon. That makes sense. Much like standard shooting, for like ground combat, it's -10 ballistic skill for more than for more than the range up to double, and it's +10 for less than half the range. So if your range is 9, anything from 9 to 18 is +10. If your range is 9, anything, I said that backwards, -10 for 9 to 18 inches. And then +10 for 4.5 inches or less.
We promise this game does not take a degree to play.
It does not. It really doesn't. I'm running through this really fast, which may seem like a lot, but and actually I think that's where I'm going to stop, because otherwise it does start getting a bit grittier, and we haven't even touched extended actions. So to begin, I'm going to first flip this over so people can see the board. They don't really need to see our faces at this point. What I need is 1d10 plus the tens digit for your... Oh, damn, I already forgot it. I think it's movement. Or maybe it's detection, actually. Let's see. Initiative. 1d10 plus the tens digit of the detection score. So if you look on here, you have a detection of plus 15 for the fairy and plus something else for the other one. Seems weird that the other one has better detection than you guys, but okay. So 1d10 plus 1 or 1d10 plus 3 for those two ships, and then I have a... Where's my notes? I have 1d10 plus... for my 3 ships. I'm going to roll that real.
Do, 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 do.
Oh my
Those
god.
are some pretty good initiative rolls.
Yeah, they were. They were not bad at all. So... Oops. Oh, damn it. Stop it. Okay. Okay, I got my 3. For the fairy, who's making that roll and what's the score?
Now, I've discovered another astropathic ability for starship combat that I didn't realize existed before. It's called Ties that Bind.
Sure.
Oh, it's specifically for actions. I was going to ask if it applied to initiative, but it doesn't.
Okay.
So I do have a question about initiative rolls.
Sure.
I'm the captain of the ship. I have paranoia, which gives me +2 to my initiative rolls. If I roll initiative for the ship, does paranoia count?
What if I said yes? What would the end result be?
A +2 to whatever we roll for.
I suppose, but that would apply to... You know what? Yes, go ahead and add a 2 to both ships' initiatives. We'll chalk it up to your command style or whatever.
Let me double check that it's a +2. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's a +2. Yes, it is. It's a +2 to initiative.
I too have paranoia.
Well, I'm only going to allow 1. Of
Fair
those
enough.
2 plus 2
But I'm just saying,
bonuses.
like that, both the pilot and the captain are both paranoid and vigilant. So
Hyper paranoid.
Yes,
Because
at this
they
point,
are out to get you.
Hey,
We
every now
all
and
are
again,
so
every now and
paranoid,
again,
we pull guns on each other.
So-
it's just two senior bridge officers staring at each other over the monitors.
initiative is a D10.
D10 plus detection, plus detection divided by 10. So in this case, +1 for the fairy, plus I think 3 for the Paralos, and then +2 for your paranoia.
Okay, so I guess I'll roll first for our ship.
So that's 4, 5 for the fairy.
Anybody think I think I should save the rerolls?
I would save it.
I would save
Okay.
it for combat.
Okay, and then for the Paralos,
That's 8 plus. Is it 3 for detection? Yeah. So 11 and then 13. So what that
and
means
that was with the +2s.
yeah, and somebody is more than welcome to check my math, but I think I got everybody there. Let's see. Okay. All right, so to iterate on the movement, using the fairy, which I believe the movement is 9, you can either move 9 inches and then turn up to 90 degrees. Okay. One thing I probably should have said. Space combat rules begin on roughly page 212. Nope, maybe 213.
Space combat,
213.
space combat.
PDF page 213. That's where all the rules begin. You guys will probably want to look at your various actions other than combat. So like your move action and your extended actions. If you recall, a standard spaceship combat turn is 30 minutes and entails all the possible things that can happen in that time. But movement effectively is move and then turn, move half, turn, move some more. Those are your standard move actions. There are other movement options, such as evasive maneuvers. There are some extended actions for movement. There's a table on PDF 218 that has a handful of maneuvers that you can pull that require various piloting checks at various difficulties. And then, obviously, if successful, what the end result is. Parallels, you are up first.
218, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And yeah, so there's the maneuver actions there, and then there's also the extended actions. And all of these basically, the maneuver actions are mostly piloting, and then the extended actions are various skills based on whatever you're trying to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if Into the Storm also has some additional things in there. But
It
if
does.
you find anything in there, I need a page number so I can take a look at it. But when you are ready, please move, shoot, and/or other things with the Parallels.
Well,
Oh, I'm
Jace-
sorry. One last thing. Darius probably knows this. These two boards are locked, so you can draw on them. So as you take damage or whatever, you can adjust the numbers with using the F2 draw button. Darius, for you, it'd be similar to the notes we would do in BattleTech.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rev. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I forgot to tell you guys that one last bit.
I was going to ask if we wanted to have Jace maneuver both ships. And then, Alterios, do you want to roll for the... I mean, I know you're technically rolling for whatever technical boosting you might be doing, but do you want to also roll for the shooting of the third ship?
Third ship? I thought we only have two.
Second ship, I mean.
Uh,
My brain
eh,
misfired.
I'm good.
Alterios is like, my brain is fried too. That sounds like too much
You've seen my rolls. No, absolutely not.
Okay, Warner, you want to do all the shooting?
Sure. All the shooting.
All right, so Warner, you can do the shooting for the ferry.
'Kay.
But you can't. I mean, you can make the rolls for the
I
parallels.
can make the
but you're
rolls
gonna
as
the parallel
stats
skills
on the other
yeah.
thing, not as me.
Yeah.
I get it.
The most I might allow is if you were to maintain communications, you can give them direction and maybe get like a +10 bonus. But that's really asking. I shouldn't say that's asking for a lot. That's like the most I could give you without some extenuating circumstances. I.e., the rogue trader says, "Hey, do it better, Parallels," and so now the Parallels gets a +10 to that particular action on top of whatever you're doing. If that makes any sense, the way I explained it.
Yeah.
Now, can we do a
We
lock
can't be on two ships at once.
Right. Now,
Correct.
for our ship, can we do a lock on target test as well as a shoot? Because I remember being able to do a lock on and then...
Yeah, let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure extended actions just occur at some point in that 30-minute time frame. There's no particular phase, so to speak.
Yeah.
Let me just double check that. Extended actions are only available to characters who have not taken part in maneuver or shooting. They represent characters doing other activities to aid the ship, such as making repairs, caring for the wounded, even raiding enemy vessels. Modifiers list for skill tests may be modified based on general discretion. Yeah, so like, this is to support whatever the ship's overall function is. So if while moving and shooting is going on, you want to try to increase your targeting solution, for instance, then yes, the lock on target or whatever that particular task is absolutely can be done. And it will give you... Now, the order of operations would theoretically be you do the lock on before you do the shooting roll, because otherwise you're losing opportunity there. So yeah, if you want to do some of your extended actions might be best at the beginning of the turn. Some of them are going to be better at the end of the turn or at some other point. It's just a matter of how you want to do it. So you have a 30-minute block of time, or excuse me, a 30-minute turn to figure out what you want to do and then do it.
I'm sorry. Where was that? Where was that space combat page again?
Space combat begins on page 213, PDF page 213.
Okay.
And then the maneuver actions and extended actions are on PDF 218. It's the two tables that give you the synopsis of what those things are. So like, what'd you say? Lock on target. That's a scrutiny plus the ship's detection bonus, and it gives you a bonus to ballistic skill test with one weapon component. Which in this case, because sorry, maybe I'm going a little too far too fast, but and I think what I will do, by the way, is I will do one extended action for each of the 3 ships, so one each, plus one. The Raider A has a, let's call it a task force commander of some sort. Just a generic term, it's not implying anything. So the one ship can do an extended action for, let me rephrase that. Raider A can do up to 2 extended actions. One of those extended actions would be ideal if it could be applied to all 3 at once. What is there? Can you put that in? So I should have put that. Oops. Everybody's reading my notes. That's not good.
Uh-huh.
Notes.
I mean, it's the only notes you saw was what the enemy can do. Nope, that's not.
I wasn't reading your notes anyway.
You're not watching my stream. It's fine.
I was.
Where am I? Testing notes, planet notes.
Did it not automatically shift me into the live stream? Let's fix that.
Okay, well, shit. I'm stupid. Okay, while you guys are trying to figure all that out, even up. Okay.
Quick question, because I can't read the thing very well. The Sunseer laser batter. Okay, it says prow. You've made a big.
Yeah, that was what I was explaining earlier. Was on the parallels, I mistakenly marked both prow and dorsal for the Sunseer. It's supposed
Gotcha.
to be prow. And of course,
Gotcha.
this PDF is an image, so I can't interact with that card.
So the Paralos Sunseer forward only. Roger.
Yeah, the big laser is a forward mounted.
Whereas we've got 2 dorsal mounts for our 2 Sunseers. Yes, yes.
And there's an awful lot of distance between both
Yes.
groups right now, so you're going to want to close distance pretty quick to get into shooting range. I've got somewhere in the order of 70 inches between the lead ship and you.
Our guns should outrange theirs.
I'm confused, Omar.
Yes.
On the weapon capacity for the Paralos, it only says 2 dorsal. It does not say there's a prow gun.
Are you looking at the check marks that are on that card?
No, I'm looking at the weapon capacity. Up above where it says crew percent morale, it says weapon capacity.
Ignore that. That was a copy
Okay.
paste.
Alrighty.
Yeah, in fact, let me that part, don't worry about that part. Honestly, I actually screwed this up. So I opened up the ferries PDF for the ship sheet and screen grabbed this, turned it into a card, and then realized tonight I need to do the same thing for the Paralos. So I opened up the Acheron's ferry, changed all this data to reflect a Wolfpack Raider, and screen grabbed that to make this card. And then somehow along the way screwed up and saved Perilous over the Acheron's Ferry and had to rebuild the Acheron's Ferry from this card.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was it was definitely a moment of oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
It's probably
There's not
fun.
an undo button once you've saved.
No, there isn't. All right, what are we looking for here, guys? What are we doing?
Well, is there any enemies that have a higher initiative than us?
Nope, it's the Perilous'
No,
turn.
the Perilous is top of the order.
Yep, Perilous will move
Okay.
first, and then all three of the enemy ships, and then the ferry.
So, Mr. Wolfpack Raider that likes to fire from head on, if at all possible.
Well, you do have dorsal mounted weapons, but it's just they're shorter range.
Yes.
And
Head on. Apply directly to forehead.
No.
I know I've heard that one before. I just don't remember the reference. I'm not placing it.
The medication was actually called Head On.
Oh,
It's a
for
to-
headaches or some shit, wasn't it?
It's a topical headache relief.
Yeah.
Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
God,
Yep.
there's a commercial out here that they were doing last week, a spa sale, and every other line was something Everett Washington, something Everett Washington. Like, oh my God, shut up already! And it played that bit like every segment of commercials had that commercial running.
Did someone say Everett?
Well, it wasn't so much the Everett part; it was the whole, something event center, something Everett. And I was like, oh my God, stop saying the same shit over and over. All right, guys, I don't want to rush you here, but we are still sitting on turn one
Yes,
doing nothing.
we are.
I don't. Well, I mean,
I think whoever's maneuvering should probably maneuver us first, and then I can get to the shooty shoots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wondering
absolutely.
Okay.
I was wondering why. I was gonna ask Darius, do you want to maneuver both ships so that the maneuvering is somewhat coordinated?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, on their ship, you're rolling off of their skills and not yours. But
Yeah.
Unless you can, I mean, I'm willing to go so far as to say that because as long as communications are open between the two ships, you can apply like a +10 bonus based on your guidance, that sort of thing. And obviously, if the rogue trader wants to give his class specific +10 bonus to a specific task on the Perilous, that's an option to him as well. But once per turn, he has a +10 bonus he can give to one person doing one thing.
I do.
Not you, the rogue trader does.
well, I guess
Oh, okay.
the first thing we should probably do is Winter is using an ability called Ties that Bind.
Okay.
The astropath is able to link together the minds. I linked it in the Zoom chat.
Yep.
It's
And
it's in End of the Storm. To make use of the astropath must have the mind link power. She does. The astropath needs to make a challenging +0 willpower focus test and needs at least 2 degrees of success. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a D100.
Okay. I forget what her willpower is, but it's willpower flat up, basically. But she does need 2 degrees of success.
Yes. Well, her willpower, just for the record, is
I want to say it's like 50 something or 60 something.
yes. It's 64. So anything below a 54 should be 2 degrees of success, right?
You want 44.
That is not what that is.
Am I mathing that wrong?
No.
No, he
Oh,
just
you rolled
an
the 82. I was looking at the other screen in front of me at that particular moment. That's how I missed that. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Winter has fate points. I believe she has like
Um,
3. Don't quote me on that.
I have 3. I think let me double check. I think she has more than that.
But this now I will point out also that this particular power is only good for a bonus for each individual round.
She has 4 fate points, but anyway.
So
Yeah,
when
it's only good. It's only good for a round, which is why I wasn't jumping to spend fate points.
Right. That's. I mean, that was the main reason why I was bringing it up, because if you spend it, then you might burn through your fate points just trying to have this every single round. It doesn't. You have to launch it basically. Okay, so that doesn't work. What's next?
Well,
We got some maneuvering at the very least, because everything else, you guys are there's just because of so much range. And maybe next time I won't start you guys so far apart.
It's fine.
It is
Between both
indicative
our
of what it
main
would be like in real life, so to speak. But we don't need to be that close to, reality hardcore.
Drive me closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
Sword, I want to spit on them.
you said it was. I was looking for that's navigating the warp. What page is ship combat on?
213
Oh, I
of
don't know
core
why I
rule,
went
the core rule book.
Are you pinging something that you want us to look at? What's going on?
Oh, that was Darius.
That's 9. Right there.
You can attempt a challenging pilot spacecraft plus maneuverability to adjust your speed.
I think I don't.
That is
I
an
don't-
option, so you can move more than just 9 inches if you want. I'm just throwing it out there to you just because of the distance between the two ships, or the two groups of ships.
I have a thing where it lets us push the engines harder, but I can't do that for the Perilous. They'd have to roll their own.
I don't think we should push anything right now. Let's just move forwards.
I agree.
Okay. That is entirely up to you. All right. So is the Perilous just going to scoot forward 9 inches and then attempt something?
Right, the Perilous.
You're I'm sorry. I've been measuring from the edge of the base because I've been playing actual Warhammer 40K, so it feels like much more than 9 inches.
No,
Yeah.
that's 9 inches.
Are you on?
Are you sure on inches, or are you on
am
grids?
I on inches? Let me double check. I should be on inches.
No, I think he's on grids.
You must be,
Oh,
because you definitely scooted like 13 or 15 inches up. Because you were here.
hold on. Where's the ruler?
Should be roughly here. The leading edge of your base.
I just switched mine to inches and it's still showing centimeters.
Here we go.
Why is mine stuck on centimeters?
I don't have a good answer for you.
So like there.
Yep.
That looks right. Okay. You can shoot up to 18 inches, which is unfortunately only about here. Don't have any torpedoes. You can send a boarding party, but that might be a bit early to try something like that.
Yeah.
So, not trying to rush you again. I am going to, for all 3 ships, my task force commander is going to make the order to. I almost said move. That's also a Warhammer 40K thing. Let me see. What am I doing? Challenging pilot plus maneuverability.
Have you been playing the Space Marine one?
I have been playing the. I'm sorry. What was your question? I got ahead of you.
Because the Space Marine tabletop, Deathwatch, has some of those things too. You move, and your whole party gets like 2 extra movement or something.
Oh no, I've been doing just the war game tabletop where your officers can give.
He's doing the real nerdy shit.
Yeah, I've got like 5 games under my belt in the last 10 days. It actually sounds like a lot, but yeah. I mean, playing in TTS is really easy. What am I looking for here? Sorry.
I didn't think you were going to go the foolish route and buy miniatures.
I have.
Oh, Omar. Those are expensive.
All right.
Well,
They
he
are
did say in
expensive.
his what's new, his $300.
Yeah.
I thought you just wanted one of those just because Karsteins are like
No.
super
The
cool.
Karstein was free because I was a Warhammer Plus subscription or whatever. Anyway, so 23. All right. So my task group commander is making a base 53 roll. If successful, all 3 ships will get this maneuver or thing that I'm trying to do. Wow. Okay. That's 5 degrees of success. Let me see what this extended action actually indicates. On a success, may increase or decrease the number of void units his ship moves by 1 for every degree of success. Oh, on a success, it's 1. For every degree of success, he may increase or decrease that number by an additional 1. So 5.
I'm going to object that affects every ship in the fleet. Because our skills specifically don't affect the Paralos.
You know what? I can live with that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to look at. I actually wanted to look at this. Speed. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. So this one is going to scoot quite a bit forward. I think I just moved the wrong one.
They're slightly faster than us.
I should have moved the Raider C first, but whatever. So he's going to scoot up.
No claws. Sorry.
Cat.
We want to talk about claws. My cat got me really freaking good last night because my son and I decided we were going to give him a bath. And holy crap, he did not like that idea. And I had a bare forearm. He tried climbing up my arm as if it were a tree, sunk all 4 claws into my wrist. And as I'm trying to get a hold of him to stop him, 1 claw, like 3 of the 4 claws disengage, but the 1 claw hangs and pulls on that layer of skin. Oh my god, it stung a lot. It was bad. It hurt.
Start from the end.
Let me see
What's
where
the
my...
video?
You can't... Oh, because I'm not showing the right part of my arm. You can't really... I can't get my arm at the right angle to show it, but it was rough. All right, they have moved. I don't think this guy's even in 18 inches yet of anything. Nope. All right. They are not doing any other extended actions, so we're up to the ferry. What is the ferry going to do?
What is the range on our weapons again?
18.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 inches max range. And again, you may want to shift your measurement, by the way, from center to edge.
Are you working with edge rules?
Just because I'm used to, I'm just used to, because fucking 40K, man, like everything is based on the edges. Whoa,
sorry.
where are you going, Chris?
I'm
By the power of the Omnissiah, I have given our ship new speeds.
I thought it was on the ruler.
I've given our ship new engine power.
I mean, I could have done that.
Anybody watching what I'm doing, watching the stream right now, is watching me grab Windows documents or Word documents and throwing them on the other screen so they can see the battle. Okay. We got anything else going on? Any other extended actions or hell, conversations for that matter? You've got 30 whole minutes from the end of one turn to the beginning of the next. Anybody?
What is long range? Is that the full 18?
Yeah, your range is 9, so you're allowed to shoot up to twice that.
I could try and shoot our guns. What's the?
Can you hit 18 inches?
Nope, not quite.
I've come up with 43 between the two of us. I mean, you could certainly shoot. I just wouldn't recommend it because it's just going to continue like that one background conversation in Mass Effect 2. Someday, one day, an alien race thousands of light years away will wake up to a very bad day. That's the second time this week that conversation's come up.
Okay, who did some fuck shit in BattleTech?
Huh?
What?
That's the only other setting I can think of where munition goes flying off into space.
It was 40K. It was
Okay.
I was playing against Grimdark James just the other day. Last night, in
Okay.
fact. And he
Because I
mentioned
was
it.
thinking someone maybe have shot like a killer whale missile and then like had that go off with them.
Killer whale, yeah. I mean, once it runs out of fuel, it is going to continue ballistically forever.
And someone's gonna wake
Altrius?
up to a very bad day.
Altrius, does Icarus have the scrutiny skill?
Isn't scrutiny a basic skill?
I believe it's train. I think it needs training.
I've only got a basic.
Scrutiny is your basic awareness test, isn't it? No, it's not your basic awareness.
No,
It's
there's an
your
actual
insight
scrutiny.
test,
Scrutiny is a basic skill.
which means it'll
But
be half of your parent
you can
characteristic.
train it.
Yeah, you have to train it in order to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, me and my 15 scrutiny to go
Right.
along with my 30
I
perception.
I have scrutined so well.
I've scrutined so hard.
You have no idea
Which class?
how I've scrutined.
You scrutin that he is being 100% faithful and honest to you as he stabs you in the
Which class
back.
is
Roll for
scrutiny, by
damage.
the way?
Perception, scrutiny.
The missionary gets it at rank 5. Who has scrutiny?
Everybody does. It's
I
basic.
do.
It's basic.
I know, but
Yeah,
who
but
actually
he's-
learns more?
Oh,
I have it
don't
trained.
know.
I did.
The seneschal gets it pretty early too.
Oh, does he?
Ah, yes, the Seneschal. What is the Seneschal's perception and scrutiny?
Ah, well, let's see what his.
These are good questions.
It is a good question. Let me see what Yunko Bar has to offer the table. He has, unfortunately, he has a scrutiny of basic,
I have a scrutiny of +10.
and his perception is
Ooh.
his perception.
Yeah, but you're piloting. You're piloting. You can't do the scrutiny test.
His perception is 42, so he has a scrutiny of 21 at the moment.
Yeah. I think it's only you, Cal, or Rev.
Okay, so we're still just to have him try, because he should already have scrutiny as my Seneschal. Omar.
And unless you want him scrutinizing you, do you want him to trust your
Oh,
words
trust me,
implicitly?
Yuko Bar has already judged the Lord Captain. He didn't need
Anyway.
a scrutiny roll for that one.
You have been weighed. You
He-
have been measured.
He is going to be making for every turn for this foreseeable future.
Uh-huh.
He is going to be making a lock on target, which is a +0 to difficulty scrutiny detection test to lock onto a target. And so
Scrutiny plus detection.
If
so
you are to
21 plus
be
your
my
ship's detection.
seneschal, you will learn to scrutinize that shit.
Okay, so 21 plus 15 is 36. So I need to make a 36. That's 2 degrees of success.
okay, so it says he's going to give a 5+ bonus ballistic test to one of the weapon components, one of our 2 turrets. And for every 2 degrees of additional success, an additional +5. So
Oh,
for
plus
one
10.
of for one of our guns this turn, we'll get a +10.
Nice.
Excellent. So the
And
Acheron's Ferry
if
has
we
a
use
plus 10.
the captain's do better +10, they can both get a +10.
That would make it a... yeah, both ships can have a plus 10 if you want, or the ferry can have a plus 20. But it's still movement phase-ish for the Perilos.
There is something else I want to do before we fire, if we are able to fire.
Do you want Jace to do his movement stuff while you're figuring that out?
Obviously, we move before we fire in order to get within range.
Well, yeah.
But we move one ship, they move their ships, and then we move our other ship, and then we fire. Is how I'm assuming we're going to do this.
Well, it's you move and then shoot before you pass your turn. You do all your actions.
So we
on
are
one ship.
first and last.
Yes.
The dorsal gun should be within range, I believe. Once you finish moving the Perilous.
Not quite. 36 is
no.
36 inches.
Why am I seeing 17?
Probably a
do you
different
still have
unit. Are you measuring grid instead of inches?
I was not trying to.
Actually, I got 44 if I go base to base. And even if we tried to do something like tip to tip, that sounds so suggestive. It's 38.
Let's see,
For
38.
parallel, I'm measuring from the parallels, by the way. Sorry,
Oh yes.
I didn't think the Perilous had moved yet.
it had not yet moved, but from the 9-inch mark. So moving from the edge of the base to about here,
Yeah,
and
I'm getting
measuring from
44.
there, 32 to 44.
Okay.
And for simplicity's sake, let's just keep everything edge to edge, base to base.
Okay, well, Jace, at your discretion, please move the Perilous so we can get an official measurement in.
It's your thing.
Or sorry, I should say Darius if I'm referring to the player, I suppose.
All right, you can turn up to 90 degrees in any direction if you want to at the end of your move or at the halfway point.
I don't see any reason to turn at this point.
I was just pointing it out. I didn't know what you were attempting overall, so I figured I'd throw it out there to give you a little bit more to work with. I didn't mean to give you too much to work with.
I can't see stuff on the board very well because I only am able to really use the mouse and not the WASD at the same time. What are the ranges on our weapons again? 'Cause I
6
know
and 9, if I'm not mistaken.
it should be 9 and 9 for the ones on our ship.
No, you're right. On the Acheron's Ferry, it's 9 for both, and then for the Parallels, it's 9 for the prow and 6 for the dorsal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since that was such a good roll, and we're not to combat yet, can we save that plus 10 from him for when combat actually starts, or are you going to make us re-roll for his
I
lock
think
on?
we can do that. Well, here's what I can do: is you have that plus 10 until the first ballistic shot is made from. Which ship would you like it from? From the ferry?
I'm
That was what
assuming I'm assuming that
Okay.
he can only count it for the ferry.
No, that's fine. I don't remember off the top of my head at the time.
I
who
just
I was making it
objected when
for.
you had a character use an ability for a different ship, so like that
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
really
Yeah,
hypocritical
yeah.
of me.
Oh wow, strength 1. Ew. Oops, I just gave away too much. Is the Parallels doing anything else that we need to resolve before I move on? I don't want to get
It's
ahead.
not in range, so
I just wanted to make sure before I said something silly. Let's see. Raider B is also
unless
Go ahead.
Captain, do you want me to make an adjust speed and bearing? Or adjust speed?
All ahead, full. Don't push the engines.
I'm not talking about pushing the engines. I'm talking about a maneuver.
No maneuvers necessary this time.
Okay.
So they're gonna do.
Then yeah, that's it for the Paralos.
We've got winds fights enough right here. It's blowing stuff onto the roof.
All right. Raider. Shit. Which one's up? Raider C. Oops. Raider C. So he's gonna. All right. Raider C is rolling against a 53 to adjust speed. It is 1 degree of success, 2 degrees of success. So I get. There we go. Not enough. That. Raider B, I think is the next one. It's CBA, right? Yeah, CBA. Raider B is also going to make a roll against a 53. 53, dead on. I feel like that should be a critical, but it's not. Which unfortunately only gives me an extra whole ass inch to move.
1 whole ass inch.
Yep.
As opposed to a half-assed inch.
All right. And then Raider A is going to roll against a 63. I'm using the 53 plus the plus 10, do it better. Failed. Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Do they have fate points?
No, I'm not gonna. They would need to be a bit more than just random mob. So no, they're just gonna scoot forward their standard move. Probably still is not in range. Not quite, but the next round should be interesting. All right. While you guys are figuring out what the Parallels is going to do next, I need to step AFK for a second, so I'll be right back. You found one? Okay.
You mean
was
the
on the bottom?
Acheron's Ferry?
No.
It was on the bottom.
Jace, it's your call for maneuvers, but I'm
Oh,
thinking
sorry.
probably
I did mean the
a-
ferry.
I'm thinking probably after this a slight shift to port for both ships so that we're not diving through the middle of their formation.
Why?
Hmm?
Why would the Acheron's Ferry be falling behind? I think I moved the Perilous too much.
You know what? I think what you did was when you measured it, you measured from the front of the base to the back of the base and put it too far forward. Because I believe
Yeah.
they have the same speeds, do they not?
They do.
Mm-hmm. They both moved 9.
Yeah.
Uh,
With now, if you make that piloting plus maneuver and also do fairly well on it, you can probably close that by a few inches at least and still get in closer. You got to get it down to 18, so that's 7 inches. I don't know if you can actually do that.
I
this
could have
round.
also flanked, but he didn't want to do that. So
It's up to you guys how you want to do it. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. Well, no, I am gonna tell you how to do it. It's not gonna make you do it, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Rev's being boring.
Rev's being bored. Is Icarus bored in his engine sear duties? He's like, they just want me to run the engine slightly hotter than normal. That's right up there with listing.
He's not
legally
even
for
letting me
left.
do that. He's just like,
I don't get to do
don't
the
hit brakes, please.
experimental-
No.
Well,
The holy red button. It desires to be pressed.
You know, I more imagine that you wouldn't like to push the engines past normal because that's against the normal rights.
You know what? It sounds like the Lord Captain and the Chief and the Engine Seer Prime need to have a
What,
sit
do
down
you want me to
conversation.
start arguing with you now when you say push those engines? Because I can do that.
Oh, you gotta hit him with it. I'm giving her all I've got, Lord Captain. But in secret, he's really not.
It's a pity he can boost the engines, but he can't boost the guns or the void shields.
I mean, theoretically, he could. Well, not mechanically, I guess. Yeah, there's no rule for that.
You want to
Boosting
add a
the
rule for
shields
that?
would be
No,
frickin' sweet.
the last time we added a rule, it took 2 weeks of conversation and 6 weeks of forgetting.
I'll put it on my to-do list.
Oh God. Okay.
I think void shields, since this involves warp chicanery, might be a bit much, but I can certainly see pumping a little more power.
No. Warp chicanery is Gellerfield, not Void Shield. Void
If I'm
Shield
not-
is
If
for
I'm not mistaken, void shields literally grab stuff and shoot it into the warp.
You know what? You might be right. I don't know.
I am drinking a jasmine orange tea, and it is delightful, but the jasmine keeps telling me that there's soap in my tea.
Mm,
That was
I have-
such a random ass interjection.
I have that problem with Thai basil. I'm like, I taste soap.
I've had that problem with
Cilantro.
beer that has the lime flavor added to it, where it tastes like dirty dishwater or dish soap rather. Same difference,
What
I
about
suppose.
cilantro?
At any
I
rate,
do get it from cilantro if there's too much in my salsa.
I could see that too. Yeah. Wow, we are way
He's
off
a
topic
sensitive
here,
guy.
guys.
yeah.
Look,
You know,
we're
It-
we're to- on
We're
the
about
bridge.
to turn them into chunky salsa, okay?
On the,
Okay,
on the bridge,
now we're back on topic.
on the bridges, we're closing distance. We're just talking about spices.
Exactly. There was a time I had
Because-
some void braised cilantro that made my dish taste absolutely abysmal. No pun intended. Insert random
So I
polite
believe
guffaws here.
we're back to the Paraloses movement.
Unless there's something else you want to do with the Acheron's Ferry, correct. So it is back to the Paralos.
That should be within the forward arc, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to point directly at it.
You have.
Well, is it narrow forward arc or is it a wide forward arc?
It's 45 degrees forward arc.
So narrow.
Actually, let me double check that.
Do we have any cones on the board?
No, it's a 90-degree angle. So 45 left and
Oh,
right.
so wide.
Forward. Yeah. Basically, all your arcs are 90-degree angles. They're just 45 degrees offset. That makes sense the way I'm explaining it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the digital games, the prow-mounted weapons had a very narrow.
Yeah,
forward
you had a
volume.
couple. You had at least a square or two, possibly 3, before it started fanning out.
Yes. All the dorsal is lacking is the rear 90.
Correct.
That's within 19.
Hey,
Fire off that prow. Are we ready to fire off that prow gun?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay,
Yep.
you may add.
This is
fire
the
at will.
this is the gun cutter, correct?
The Paralos, the
Yes,
Wolfpack.
Paralos.
I will say this: your Paralos crew, if they are firing under the direction of your Arch Militant, they can use their standard skill plus your ballistic skill bonus, Reinhardt, plus any other modifiers that may or may not apply at the time.
For the
Technically, I don't believe a ballistic skill has a skill bonus, but I think I understand what you mean.
Yes, yeah, it's because you're using
10%.
you're giving them guidance. They're gonna get the plus whatever 1/10 of your ballistic
Sweetness.
skill is.
All right.
So I'm going for the foreseeable future unless I otherwise use it for someone else before you can fire. The plus 10 is yours to use on whichever gun you deem fit. So if you want to use it on this or save it for us, it's up to you.
And you said the crew rating on the Paralos was a 30?
Yes, it's over here.
Oh, I see it. There we go. All right.
So
Now you
math
will
is-
have a -10 because of the range, being just inside your range envelope.
'Kay.
Assuming you're shooting at Raider A, because everybody else is
Yeah.
not in range. What is your base ballistic score for Reinhardt?
69.
All right, so you have a +6 to that 30.
Yes.
Well, in this case, 20 because of the -10.
Yes.
I
But
need to,
the lock-on shenanigans were done. So
But that applies to the ferry, not the Paralos. You can make the
okay.
extended action using that cruise skill and that ship's detection.
well,
attempt.
I'll roll at 26.
Okay.
1 in 4 chance of doing anything. No.
Okay. Very well.
did
Any
you burn
other-
the
He's
did you
lying.
burn the plus 10 or did you save it for our ship?
I saved it.
Okay.
Any other actions for the Paralos? Okay. I'm going to assume that means
that
no.
is the shoot action. I think that was the last thing we had.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Raider C, Raider C is going to scoot straight forward. Let me grab the damn. And back him up. Will be.
They move 10?
Yes, they move 10. Come on, give me. Oh, there it is. Prow weapons. Dorsal weapons are outside of range. Raider B is going to make a skill roll against a 53. Get additional movement. That is +5 inches, so they 15 inches. Half of 15, it's
7.5.
7.5. Ooh, stop it. 7.5. Probably not going to be in there either. And then Raider A is going to do a lock on target, which was, what was that, scrutiny plus detection?
Yeah. Warner, I suggest that for
30.
their extended action on the other ship, you do a lock on before you shoot, just in case.
The ferry
Okay,
already
that-
has a lock on.
The ferry already has the lock on. Yes.
Oh,
so
for the
him doing-
parallel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut
Yeah,
up. You got it.
I'm asking Warner to take the lock on for the Perilous.
All right.
42. Rolling against a 42 to get a target lock with the last raider ship. That is 2 degrees, so that's a plus 10. They are not in range. Yeah, that was a waste of a. Did I move them? They didn't move, did they? I didn't move them. No,
You have not yet
I have
moved
not
them.
moved them. So they still will get, and they may end up in range. I got prow and dorsal, and I'm in range of the Paralos.
How are your ships moving their full movement and turning?
You can turn at the end of your. Let me double check that.
Well, your other ship, the one you moved just before that one.
Yeah,
you
he
turned
moved
it
at
and
the
then
end of
moved
his
it.
turn as well. I know.
No,
I will
you
backtrack that if I need to.
No, I'm saying you turned him and then moved him.
He turned
can
at
do
the
that.
halfway point.
Okay.
Let's see. Basic space combat begins all ships involved. When beginning combat, when the starship makes its maneuver action, chooses to move directly forward, number of equal to its speed or half its speed. Once the ship has moved forward by its speed value or half its speed, it may turn. So either I move full, or basically I either turn at the halfway point or at the full turn or full move. So both those turns were legal. I am coming up at just outside 6 inches for both weapon systems, so these will both be at -10. I have the +10 ballistic, so that cancels out. I'm hitting on 30s. Starting with my prow weapons, you will recognize this as prow weapon is a Titan Forge lance weapon. Hitting on 30s. No other modifiers. I should have given him the +10, but I forgot to do that. So prow weapons miss. The dorsal weapons will also fire. These you will recognize as Mars pattern macro cannons hitting on 30s. And they also miss, but barely. No fate points. No shots scored. That completes the 3 Raider ships' actions. It is your turn now. Acheron's Ferry.
Acheron's Ferry.
And this is actually turn 3, so I can, just in case it needs to be updated. Rev, you were about to ask something, I think.
I was just no. I mean, I guess it moved into range before the 30 minutes was up, so I don't see why the macro batteries on the Perilous couldn't fire too. The dorsal gun.
I think mostly because you do all of your actions and then you move on to the next unit. I don't know if there's anything like Overwatch or ready actions or anything like that. I don't think anything like that applies.
They have
starting with the ship with the highest initiative roll, each ship makes a strategic turn during which
that's
it may
fine,
make
Omar.
all movement, shooting action.
Darius, can I remind you, they have powerful short range weapons. We have less powerful long range weapons.
I'm still going to turn so that we don't end up ramming them.
That's fine.
That's highly recommended.
Yeah. Not ramming them is ideal. But I believe the Lord Commander means let's try and outbox them.
It's hard because they're faster than we are too.
But not by much.
Not by much, but they can.
It's
catch
really
up.
only an inch. It's just that they rolled fairly well with their extra speed rolls.
There we go.
I know, but if we do a turnaround and then try and like kite them, they can then get and catch up with us.
Well, considering they're what's the measurement between them and us right now?
9 with your lead ships.
Okay, there's no negatives on that before we
Correct.
maneuver. Where you were planning on maneuvering to, Jace, does that put us closer or further away?
Closer.
Okay, then we'll fire after the movement.
Well, are you looking for trying to get that +10 for short range? Is that what you're trying to get for, Rev?
Well, I'm looking to not have a -10 for.
Oh, you're at
outside.
that right
yeah,
now.
that's where we're at right now.
We're already there.
Yeah.
Yes, but if we were going to be further away,
I see what you're saying. I got you. If you were gonna say if you're gonna end up further away, then stop movement there.
We'd
Not
have to get
stop-
9 inches away from them, which means the only way we'd get that far is by turning around and going backwards. And we've already moved, so we can't do that.
actually, as far as I know, unless he already moved it and I wasn't paying attention, I thought the Acheron sphere hadn't moved this turn. But anyway,
It has.
He's moved. It's moved 4.5 inches,
Yeah.
and then made a little turn.
It still has 4.5 inches.
all right,
Then
Warner,
it
I
has to
believe.
move, I think.
So, are we at the shooting phase yet, or is there more maneuvering you wish to do, Jace?
We're at the shooting phase.
Alrighty.
So you have my +10. You have the +10 from the
Scrutiny.
lock on, but we also have my extended action that I'd like to take now before we shoot.
Okay.
And I want to make sure I read it right. There's the put your backs into it. Character makes a challenging intimidate or charm test. If he succeeds, he can choose to add a +5 ballistic skill test to fire a weapon component. Let's see, he may add an additional ballistic skill test for every 3 degrees of success. So if I get 3 degrees of success, then I basically can pick a second weapon, I believe, to add a +5 ballistic to.
Yeah, so you'd get the +5 to one of your dorsals, and then if you got enough, you would be able to add it to the second dorsal. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds right. From what I'm looking at. Okay. So, what do you? Oh, challenging, intimidate, or charm. Intimidate's test based. Charm is fellowship, right?
Intimidate is strength based. I know because
Well-
I'm good at it.
Well, I will be using charm.
Because he's not
Which-
good at strength.
Well, so I have the charm +10,
Oh yes.
the charm +20.
Those don't stack. You know that, right?
I know those two don't stack. That just bumps me to a +20.
Correct.
I'm just saying that I have the prerequisite for the
Yeah.
+20.
Gotcha.
But I also have the talented charm +10.
Oh,
So not only is he charming, friends, but he is talented at.
Yes, so I should, I believe, have a +30 to charming.
That sounds about right.
he's just a gigolo.
So
So
fellowship
that-
plus 30 is what I'm hearing.
That puts me at a
the game.
that puts me at a 94.
You have a fellowship of 64?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Would you start with 44 and get all 4 advances already?
You do that. You ask this question every time.
No, I don't think it's every time, but often perhaps.
And actually, if I don't have I only have 3 advances on it. I can still get it up to 69, which would
Nice.
mean that
Nice.
my
Mhm.
challenge, which would mean that once I do that, my roll
Your
for
charm
this thing-
tests will be virtually impossible.
Okay, so rolling against a 94.
Uh-huh. That's 3 degrees of success.
Okay, so both weapons get an additional +5 over
Correct.
the.
So it sounds like a plus 20. Well, because the scrutiny plus 10 only applies to one weapon system, unless I misremembered how that phrased.
It does only apply to one weapon.
Okay.
So,
So for your
do you
first
want
shot, it's plus 25. The second shot is plus 15.
Well, my +10 he can put wherever he wants.
Right. So I could make it a plus 35 and plus 15, or I could make them
hold on.
even.
Hang on. You don't get the plus 10 for range because you're right at 9 inches. So it's plus 10 for ballistic, or excuse me, plus 10 for scrutiny, plus 10 for command from the rogue trader. Oh my god, that's so many. Yeah, 25 for your first shot if you want the plus 10 on it. Is what I have in my head.
So let's look at this an easier way. Both guns get a +5.
Yes.
What is the ship's skill of the guns that he's adding his skill to?
35.
Okay, so it becomes a 40.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. It's Reinhardt is directing the shots of the ferry. It's Reinhardt's ballistic.
But I thought there was something from the ship he added to that.
Not for shooting the guns.
Okay.
Now,
Okay,
the different bonuses will apply, like the plus 10 this and plus 5 that.
Okay, well then I stand corrected. So let's look at this another way. Warner, what is your ballistic currently?
69.
Okay, so add a +5 because that's for both guns.
74.
So
'Kay.
both guns roll at least a 74, and you have
Right.
20.
We
20
have
points.
a lock on.
That's 84 for lock on the first shot.
No, you have it's only a
Oh.
+10 for the lock on. I'm just
Right.
saying he hasn't specified which gun is a lock on.
Yes.
So you can either have a +10 for both guns
Right.
or +20, and it's your choice as to which.
Correct. I'm going to do making then both guns equal
Plus,
because I don't
84?
know how I'll roll.
Yeah,
So making them
plus-
equal is
They'll
probably
be
smarter.
84s.
yeah. That's
Yes.
right.
They will
You'd think
both
one of these
be
days I'd be able to
84s
do
or
simple
less.
math quickly, but here
Okay.
I am.
Look,
So first roll, 84
Yes.
or less.
Yes.
mental math am hard.
Oh
leave
my
me
god.
alone.
Hey!
8 degrees of success. Now,
Look
what
at that.
mean? Which weapon system was that you
The
used?
Sun Spear, which is a macro battery. Sun Seer laser battery.
Let me find the weapon chart.
Its strength is 4, so
Which
I believe
means
it can
that's 4
only hit
hits.
4 times.
What's the critical?
The critical rating is 4.
Okay, so you have scored a critical hit. I'm trying to find the weapon damage table so I can see everything I need to see pretty quick here. So give me just a second. Like opponent. Here we go.
Damage is 1d10 plus 2.
Yep. So that's going to be 4d10 plus 8. However, you're going to want to roll each of those 1d10 plus 2 separately because the
Correct.
first shot is soaked by the shields that then subsequently go down. For the
Yes.
3 remaining shots, of those 3, one of them is a critical hit.
Okay.
So, go ahead and roll all 4, one at a time or whatever. And then, obviously, because we're going to game the shit out of it, the lowest score is going to drop out. So that's an 8, a 5. Okay, yeah, so that 3 drops out. So that leaves you with 8, 12, 20.
Nope. The one
one-
drops out.
Was there 5 hits, or what was the 6 for? Oh, that's 6
my
was your
roll
actual...
on the percentile.
Yep, never mind.
That was the 2 hit.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself. Okay, so that's going to be 5, 12, 17 damage going through all. And then let me refer to my notes.
How does the critical factor into that?
Give me a moment. Ooh.
I wonder if I can pick up my water bottle with my hand. Oh, I can pick it up, but that's not a pleasant experience.
Okay. And then critical hits. Where is the section on critical hits in here? If anybody else finds critical hits and how to resolve them before I do, that would be helpful.
I'm trying to open a water bottle one-handed.
I'm looking.
I love how Rev's like, I would help, but I'm busy.
I have food.
Starship combat. Okay, that's a good starting point. Extended actions. Maneuver, extended weapons and shooting. Damage and defenses. Critical hits. Oh, I forgot to reduce by armor. Shit. Okay. All right, one step at a time.
It's a raider. It doesn't have armor.
Yes, it does. New damage is applied. However, did get a critical hit. Critical hit oftentimes following is a critical hit chart for ships and should be used when a weapon's attack roll has met its critical rating or when a crippled ship takes more damage. Some critical hits require an attacker to know about components. The attacker can know hits. Critical hits. Roll 1d10, please.
All right.
Actually, hold that thought. Don't roll it just yet. Let me double check.
Okay.
So how much are hits? How much did armor reduce them?
Give me a moment. You did 17 damage, and hang on. Let me finish this thought first.
Okay.
Attacker can know first is through using active augury. Second is if uses a component. Crippled ship. Uses 0. See the armor. Do the critical hit chart. Okay, that's for crippled ship. However, following is hit. We use when a weapon's attack rolls critical rating. Some critical hits remain. Whatever. A number of things. Yep. Fine scale rating. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll 1d10 for me. You're not gonna add anything to it.
Will do.
I'm not 100% sure if this is the right way to do it, but we're gonna do it this way.
That's a 10.
Wow. Hull breach. And that was just with the laser. You managed to get a very easy. Yeah. Okay. Hull breach. Hull of the ship. That can't be right. Hold on a second. Why? Not only is this a hit, but it's also 4 degrees of success, enough to meet Lance's critical rating. Mighty blow. Unfortunate Raiders' void shields are already down for the man. The gunner rolls 1d10 plus 4 lasers. Damage gets 9 because the Raiders' armor is ignored. That doesn't answer how to resolve a critical hit.
It says in the critical hit table. The hull of the ship is ripped asunder by tremendous force, opening components to the void.
Yeah, I was
structural
expecting.
damage. The
I was wondering
attacker
if I was
selects
doing it
1d5
right.
components, only choosing ones he knows of and not including the bridge, rolling a d10 for each.
Okay.
On a 1 through 7, the component is damaged and depressurized. On an 8 through 10, the component is destroyed.
D5.
All crew inside are killed.
Wow.
Instead of rolling crew population and morale damage separately, the ship reduces both of its current values by half.
All right, so you don't know any of the components that the ship has outside of what you would expect a ship to have, but you do have 5
it
choices.
Fired at us, didn't it?
It did fire. Yeah, that's true. It did fire.
So
both
we know
weapon
that
systems.
it has batteries.
Yes.
So I can select those batteries to get rid of.
You've also observed its engines because you've observed it making more than just standard movements.
And we saw it absorb with a void shield.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is both weapon systems, the shields, the engines, and...
But I'm only allowed to do this on a D5, so I'll roll a D10.
Sure, I'll let you
divided
roll
by
that.
2,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, D10 divided by 2.
Okay. No, only one of them goes.
You can fate point that if you like. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if a fate point can.
No, I don't think you can fate point that.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I was going to allow it, but maybe I shouldn't allow it just because...
I don't think that... Anyway, yeah. I'm going to destroy one of their guns.
Okay. Prow or dorsal?
Dorsal.
All right, now I roll a 1d10. Where is it? There it is.
You didn't disable the Titan battery?
I'm disabling the one that can shoot at us from more directions.
So you said which weapon?
I was saying the dorsal.
Okay. Raider, the one in the middle, obviously. So it's Raider A. Dorsal batteries. And let me see. Because it does specify what damaged and destroyed, and when I see unpowered. Damage component is unpowered. Contains other hazard sources. These can create noxious fumes, blah, blah, blah. So unpowered, I'm unpowered, have no gravity, no lights, and any powered hatches and the like will not operate. So basically, you've effectively neutralized that weapon system, but they can repair it.
Correct.
As opposed to destroyed, which means it's gone and they can't fix it in a 30.
And if it's destroyed, it says instead of rolling for crew population loss and morale damage, you just reduce your current values by half.
That reminds me, because actually that also means... Oh, let's put this up here. So 3%. Hold on, guys. I gotta... Hitting too many buttons at once. Let's close that before it pops up. Then go to my Twitch page and ban somebody. So that's really what I wanted to do right now instead of throwing dice at each other. Thanks, jerk.
Oh, did you get like a bot or something?
Yep, sure did. And I got zero
Did you get, like,
problems
a bot
talking
or
shit
something?
about him. Sure did. And I got
Did
zero
you get, like,
problems
a
talking
bot or
So
shit
Omar,
about
how
him.
do you feel about Dell?
My friend, why would you do this to me in the middle of my own broadcast? You know how I feel about them. God, where's the fucking moderator? Why do they keep moving this shit?
Dell as in the computer manufacturer, or Dell as in somebody you know?
Dell, as in the computer manufacturer.
Okay. Well, I
Well,
thought, because there's
more-
It's
oodles of people in.
possible.
More
I
specifically,
suppose that when you explain it and when you ask that question, it is entirely possible that other Dells may apply, but not in this
Well,
case.
like
Just
my name would DLL. It might be short for like Delrith or something. Like I don't know.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay. We have a second weapon system to resolve, if I'm not mistaken.
we do.
Yes. Yes, we do.
All right, let's get to it.
Roll again. 84 or less.
Yes.
Hey, look.
4 degrees
That's
of
a
6
crit
degrees.
and all 4.
Okay, so that's 60. What's the strength of that weapon system again?
It's a 4.
So 4 hits, -1 for the shields, so 3 hits. What's the crit rating?
Also a 4.
That's plenty of degrees of success. So yeah, that's another set of criticals. Go ahead and roll damages and then drop the lowest damage result,
All right.
which I believe is also again 1d10 plus 2.
1.
Why are we dropping the lowest result this time?
The shields
Two.
still because it's a different attack resolution. The shields still get
3.
applied. That's probably the easiest way to explain it.
So the
it's
2 goes
3,
away.
So 5 and 7 is 12, and 5 is 17 again, which is another 3. So it's gonna go 6. That's gonna go to 6.
I thought he got a 334 last time. This time I got a 335. How is it still 17 damage?
I don't know. I
I
never
did
said I
get
was
a
good at math.
334 last time.
It was 441. Or no, excuse me, 443. So 8 and 3 is 11. Plus 6 is 17.
There we go.
And then 3 and 5 is 8, and 3, 11. It's the same
Yep,
again.
same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Roll the what's next? Roll the critical hit.
Yes.
So,
Roll the critical
1d10.
hit. Whee!
So 1. Hold. Hold past tense, not
Right.
All right. A lucky hit has wrenched open the ship's hull, exposing it to space. The attacker selects one component, only choosing ones he knows of. That is not the bridge or plasma warp drives.
Mhm.
Emergency bulkheads slam into place to seal off the compartments, but this compartment is depressurized.
I'm going to select the other cannon.
Okay.
Have fun not shooting at us with that ship next turn.
Prow cannons depressurized. And let me see what that says really quick. Depressurized.
I think that's another thing where you can fix it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's basically a damaged component. Yeah, ship's component is either intact, unpowered, damaged, or destroyed. Intact components are fully functional. Damaged components are non-functional but can be repaired. Destroyed components are not memories as a twisted metal raging inferno's bodies like. Then obviously in this case, it would be a specific repair effort to repressurize it, basically. But that was a good round of shooting for you, and much crunchier than our last series of space combats have been. Any other actions you would like to take with that ship before you pass control back to the Paralos into the new turn?
I want to jam the closest one's communications.
Okay. Let me see what that looks like.
Only Lone Star would give me the raspberry.
What? Kind of a wild reference, but somehow applicable. Jam communications, tech use, no additional modifiers.
Well, I
It
guess
says
I'm not.
difficult in the.
I guess I won't be
PDF.
hailing that ship next turn.
Well,
Not
he has
that
to be
one.
successful first. Tech use.
It says it's a difficult tech use on as a minus stat.
Oh, I
in
didn't
the-
look at
in
the
the-
description. So yeah, jam communications is difficult. So it is tech use -10, You can counter that with a fate point if you like.
Okay, so my intelligence is 63. I have a +10 on tech use, and then I have a utility megadendrite, a combi tool, and a mechanicus rock that gives me
Mechanicus rock. Is that
40.
that one? Is that one gift you got that was
Yes.
weird
So
rune or
my
something?
my total tech use is 113,
Jesus Christ.
and that -10 makes it 103. So I'm not going to bother.
Yeah. Just roll and don't roll double zeros.
Hey.
Hey, it's not a double lot.
It is not. So comms are jammed.
Now
What
he can't
flavor,
cry to his friends that
Alterios?
he's being bullied.
Well, what that also does is he cannot give the rest of his other two ships the +10 capability, the +10 commander bonus.
He can still do
He can do it to his own ship,
Astropath.
but he can't give it to the other ships.
Yeah, and they can still do Astropath weirdness if they got that.
I mean, I personally believe that any human Warhammer 40K ship has astropaths aboard in order to have some semblance with communication to somebody beyond local space.
My shit doesn't. We kidnapped an orc weird boy and shoved him in there.
Is our jam pedestrian, like strawberry, grape, or raspberry, or is it something more
Esoteric or
like
exotic, like
huckleberry or
elderberries?
boysenberry,
I was gonna say
marionberry?
it's
Ooh,
Laganberry. Yeah.
Or is it bacon jam? If you've not had it, you should try.
That sounds like
that
I
sounds
should.
amazing.
At
What-
any
what-
rate, before we get sidetracked on yet another conversation happening on the bridge in a 30-minute segment, what else is going on, or shall we pass it to the Paralos?
Well, should we pass it on to the Paralos? Can I recommend, just for giggles, and I don't have any actual control over this, but I suppose that technically I do if I'm giving orders. But Warner, what would you say as to the the shorter range macro batteries laying into the nearly destroyed ship, and the prow weapon shooting the ship in front of it?
Sounds good to me.
It's
I
just
like it.
It is
that
a
is
new
a sig-
round, so the +10 commander's bonus, for lack of a better thing to call it, is available for either ship at Lord Captain and/or Reinhardt's discretion. I'm gonna make a little
Most
token.
excellent.
I'm gonna make a little token.
All right. So,
let's see.
I'm going to, before we do anything, roll for the crew rating to see if they can do a lock on.
Okay, that's a scrutiny plus detection, so 30
Right.
plus their detection skill on the ship sheet.
Which is a 30.
So 30
Because
plus
they've
30.
actually got detection.
Yeah, they definitely do.
So 60 or less. Hey, look, a 24.
so that's a
That's
plus
that number.
that's a +10, ain't it?
Believe so.
It's a +5 and then +1 for every 2 degrees of success.
Yeah.
Let me double
So
check.
that's a +10.
Yeah. Adds a +5. Every 2 additional degrees is another +5. So
Is
you
that-
had
how-
4
is
degrees
that-
there, so that's
That's +15.
yeah, +15.
Ooh, +15.
And you're
Even
applying
better.
that to the Paralos, obviously. So,
Oh, excuse me. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong test. I looked at prepare to repel borders and it says +5 for every degree of success, and I was like, yes. But
No.
lock on is over here.
Yeah.
+5 for every 2 additional degrees, so
Plus-
+15 in total to their shooting.
+15,
Yes.
and then I would like to draw your attention to this red checkers icon or item that
I see
has
it.
the +10 bonus that you can place it with whichever ship.
Oh, it doesn't stay on. Damn
No, sorry, bud.
it.
All right, Paralos, what are we doing? That +10, I'm going to set
All
off to the side, or did
Yep,
you give it to the Paralos?
No, I'm not giving it to the Paralos yet.
Okay, get it out of there then.
I'm probably not going to ever use it on the Paralos.
That's fair.
Do we want to fire first or move first?
If I think firing first, because we've got the firing solution of the macro batteries on the short ship, and then we can do this. Or nah, let's move first. Let's move first. As I'm looking at the range.
So just to keep in mind where you're moving, Darius, I've kind of already given the order to use the prow battery on the ship that's in front of you,
Yeah.
and the macro batteries on the ship, or the dorsal
The
batteries
wounded ship.
on the wounded
Yes.
ship.
Are we able to move, fire, move?
It's a 30-minute period, so I meant Omar's had the others do something like that.
Well, I haven't this turn, but I feel like if you, just to keep it simple, either do the firing before or after movement, or at the midway point. Let's not do like move 3 inches, shoot, and then move 6 inches. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, but halfway point
Yep, halfway is
Would-
fine.
would be good.
We can do that.
I'm not sure if the rules specifically allow for that, but I think we can make it work if we
Since-
all.
Omar,
since
I'm
the
gonna break up
movement
my movement
rules-
into 1 inch 1 inch movement.
All right, attack vector tactical. Calm down. Anybody that
Because
gets that
the-
reference will get 1,000 nerd points right off the bat.
Movement rules also break up how you turn into you can turn at the halfway point.
Yeah.
I think firing at the halfway point
It does
makes
make sense. There's a certain symmetry or something there.
There's
Synergy.
I
a
think I
certain
think it's I think
basic
it's I
logic.
think it's trying to emulate the full move half move of ground combat.
Yeah.
So it's not like memorizing 50 different rule sets.
Yeah, and the only difference is it doesn't specify if you do a full move, so to speak, then you can't shoot. Also, it doesn't give you
Yeah.
those limitations because it's presumably because you have a 30-minute window versus a 5-second round. At any rate, those
Okay.
that don't. By the way, the reason why I mentioned attack vector tactical is because each turn has 8 individual segments, and each of those 8 segments is centered around a particular one point of movement.
Oh boy.
God.
It's meant to represent 3D Newtonian movement in a most realistic as possible fashion. So it includes even like elevation off the board and all 6 vectors or 6 directions of movement.
So we've made our half move.
Yes.
I suppose we should fire. I'm going to fire the crappy gun with no bonus.
Okay. So
Or
just
wait, does the lock on, does that apply to both guns or just one?
it applies to
Just
a
one.
weapon of choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to fire
Actually,
the crappy
hang
one
on.
with no bonus.
Hold that thought. Let me double check.
Holding the
something.
thought.
Let me double check. +5 bonus to ballistic skill test to fire 1 weapon component. Every 2 additional degrees of success, add an additional +5 to that same test. So yeah, it's all to 1 weapon system
Yep.
of choice.
That's fine. Crappy gun, no bonuses, 30 or less. Go! Actually,
You get your
what's the range on that?
well, you get 30 plus your ballistic bonus
Right.
because you're giving
Right,
them
that was
directional shoot.
36. And its range is, yeah, we're good.
Hold on, stand by.
6 or less. So that's
No, it's
10.
26. Because you're at more than 9 but
26.
less than double.
Oh,
From where?
I'm sorry. You're shooting the Paralos into which ship?
Into the closest one with the shitty dorsal gun.
Shitty dorsal gun has the 6 inches of range.
Yes. And
I
that looks like
apologize.
a 5.1.
You are right. It is 36.
So 36 or lower. Let's go. Ka-chow!
That is not a 36. You
It
may
is not
spend your fate
indeed.
point if you want
Nope.
to tell him to do it
I'm
better.
fine whiffing on the crappy ship.
Yep.
All right, now the prow gun is the sun spear aimed
This
at
is the
Raider
9-inch
C.
range weapon, right?
Yes,
Okay, so no modifier for range.
correct. No
You're
modifier for
adding
range.
what was it, 15 from the
15.
lock on?
Yes. So it's 45 or less.
Wait,
And we roll.
36 plus 15 is 45?
41.
No,
41.
it's 51.
51. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you're right, 51. So 3 degrees of success.
Yay!
I
So
believe not enough for a critical,
not enough for a crit, but enough
3
for 3
hits.
hits.
which 1 gets eaten by the shields.
Correct. So
2
we
hits.
roll the first one. That one's dropping.
That's probably going to drop.
That one's better.
Yep.
Very
Okay.
nice. It's an 11 again.
All right, so yeah, 17 minus its armor is going to be -3. So, fucking Christ. 29. 29 full. -3 crew. 3% crew. 3 morale.
Take that, you bastards.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else with the Paralos? Oh, you have to finish your
You've
movement.
got the other half movement.
Yep. Now I would recommend turning, but obviously you guys can do what you want to do here.
What you want to do, Jace?
You can turn up to 90 degrees in either direction. I don't even see the purple hand, which is a weird thing to say completely out of context. Oh, there it is. All right, Jace, go ahead and finish movement on the Paralos.
Okay. So make a 15-degree turn
Sure.
and the other 4.5 movement.
6. There you
As our turn is coming up, could I, Warner? I have something that you might like to do in addition to your shooting.
Hmm.
Would you kindly look at page, according to the PDF? Actually, you know what? I'll just get you a screenshot of the specific thing,
All right.
and you can
Oh,
tell me if it's something you want to do.
Is that Rev being
Secrets.
secret squirrely plotty boy?
When have I
Who'd-
never? When have
who
I ever
would've
been anything
guessed?
but?
When have I ever been anything but? Yeah, no, you're not wrong. All right, anything else for the Paralos?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right, Raider C is up first, so excuse me. They are going to move 10. They are going to attempt a target lock, which should be a 30 plus their protection. I need a 42. Nope, no target lock. They are firing with both their prow. Oh, they can't fire prowl. They can fire.
I sent you a message on Discord, Warner.
I see it.
Let's see. Let me see what this looks like.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right, they are going to fire prow into the Acheron's ferry. They are going to fire dorsal into the Paralos. Let's do the dorsals first. Needing 30s to hit. No additional modifiers. Nope, I'm sorry. 40s because they are at less than half range. And that was a single hit that gets eaten by the shields. I'm not even going to bother rolling. Prowl into the Acheron's ferry at 10 inches.
They repaired it?
Nope, this is the other. This is a different ship.
Oh, gotcha.
No range modifier, so just a straight up 30 hit. That is a 28. That's 1 degree of success.
does
so
hit.
That's 2 hits. First one's going to get eaten, so I'm going to roll 1d10 plus 4. 11. 7 versus 8. So 12 damage minus your armor. What is the armor on the
Well,
Acheron's
doesn't one
ferry?
of those get absorbed?
Yes, the 7 gets absorbed.
Okay.
So 12 minus 19 armor is no damage.
Hooray, armor.
I'm going to cry into my void suit now. Because I may not ever be able to fucking hurt you. Well, I guess I need several good hits to cause some damage. Okay, that was Raider C. Raider 9 is going to... They're going to move forward 5. Do a turn. And move another 5. And then they're going to fire, or they're going to attempt a target lock on the Acheron's ferry. That will be 30 plus 12, so 42. 3 degrees of success, so that's 5.
Behold.
That's plus 10, so now they're hitting on 40s with their dorsals. Oh, oh! If
Just
ever there was a
barely
time to
not.
have fate points for the bad guys. God damn it. Okay, and then I need to look up the rules for making emergency repairs or whatever that specific task is. Tech
I
use.
can-
Emergency repairs.
I can read it to you if you like.
Well, I need to learn just for generic use anyway. So it's gonna be a tech use -10. That sucks. If successful, repairs one unpowered, damaged, or depressurized component. Repairs normally take 1d5 turns. However, this can be reduced by 1 turn per degree of success to a minimum of 1 turn. So they are going to begin repairs on the. What did you hit besides the?
All the guns.
Oh, communications. Yeah, that's okay. So they are going to. So there's going to be 2 extended actions, one for the crew, one for the admiral. Whatever you want to call them.
So it said it
Nope.
can either power something or pressurize something, but both of the components are.
No. You're getting ahead of yourself. First off, I misspoke. One is going to be a maneuver action. The other is going to be the emergency repair. I want to do the maneuver action first. That will be. Do I want to just do adjust speed? I'm in a ramming situation. Actually, I think technically I can kind of, sort of. Okay, so I'm going to do adjust speed, which is. I should know this. I've done this like 6 times. Adjust speed, challenging piloting, so 30 plus maneuverability, which is 23. So I need a 53. Okay, I guess I just get 10 inches of movement. Oops. Forward 5. Turn to avoid collision. 5 more. That didn't. It's not measuring it right. Anybody disagree with that movement?
That's fine.
Okay. Now I'm going to do a. What am I trying to do? Tech use -10? Was that what it said?
Yup.
Yep. And the admiral is going to give his crew a +10 to counter that, so it'll still be a 30.
But what I was going to say earlier was,
That was at the 84 I just rolled, not you. Sorry.
so just for clarification on any repairs in the future,
Yeah.
our hits both depressurized and depowered the components. I believe that the emergency repair thing says it can either power or pressurize.
Or repair damage. Yes. I was going to figure that out once the emergency repairs were quote unquote underway, but currently they are not. So right now that ship is doing nothing but maneuvering in an effort to get away from you.
Gotta maneuver.
And they cannot talk to the other 2, so they don't know what the fuck is going on. So, that is it for my turn. It is now back to you guys with the parallels. I'm sorry, I skipped the ferry. I apologize.
The ferry.
There is this +10 that has not been applied to anything.
Correct.
If we could call it the Acheron's ferry, because just the ferry seems the wrong tone to convey for the ship.
That's fair.
What breakfast cereal do dragons eat?
I don't know. What breakfast cereal do dragons eat?
Pretty princess flakes.
All right. There is a +10 skill bonus hanging out in the void. It is the Acheron's Ferry. Looking at the time, I don't know if we'll get another round of combat through this evening. Unless you guys are
Probably
cool
not.
with hanging out for an additional 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how long it may take.
It's only 11:17. I think. Alterius, can you squeeze 15 minutes out?
Not 15
if I
minutes
don't
from
have
now,
to-
mind you. I'm expecting
Yeah.
to end at about quarter after, depending on how things may or may not go.
No is an
Quarter
acceptable
after
answer.
1.
Yes, that's what it would. I'm guesstimating a quarter after 1, 20 after 1 end time. It's your call if you want to. Basically, what it amounts to is this our final round of the evening, or do we get one more round in after this? It's up to you. And I suppose Darius too, because he's also East Coast. But I know Darius is more of a night owl than anything else.
I'm good.
I can do one more.
Sure, no pressure, man. No is totally acceptable.
And unless someone tells me to roll something, I'm just watching this play out anyway. So.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, why don't you roll Commander's Dark Fate? No, don't listen to that.
All right.
Don't listen
that
to
is
that.
like, what is that? A 1d1 because it's the DM's choice.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty
I
much.
got you.
Don't roll any number higher than a 2 on 1d100.
Oh damn. There's no bonuses. I
Nope.
think you're screwed.
No modifiers. All right. What are you guys doing with the Acheron's Ferry? Not to be confused with the ferry.
As we have now established.
Shooty win in the maneuver. Darius, when do you think is the optimum time to shoot?
I would
Based
shoot
off-
that motherfucker right now, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Should do be.
Did you want to go flanking Spade?
I'm seeing these ships and I'm just seeing prizes floating in space. So
Of course you are. You know, when I wrote this scenario and the next couple, I was like, I wonder how big of a pirate fleet he's going to end up with.
So we do have one ship that's completely crippled with weapons. We don't have to destroy it. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with you because that's at the very least wasted round.
Yeah, well, that and Icarus, the proprietor of all things technological, would be like, no, please, if we don't have to destroy it, let's recover it and turn it to the Omniscience use.
Mm-hmm.
Or just call heresy and, burn it. One of the two.
Are we seeing
Very
8-pointed stars on these?
I was gonna say, any signs that they're
No,
because
you're not getting
Okay.
any of that. What you are getting, it appears to be House Hanet hates you most.
so
okay.
so
Yeah, that's
it,
fine.
so if anyone is in communication or looking or anything like that, something to communicate might be that we have evidence that the leader of House Hanet has been consorting with aliens to attack humans, which is heresy, and appears to be dabbling with the forces of chaos, which is also heresy, neither of which are covered under the warrant of trade.
Sure.
If anyone, wanted to make some sort of speech
If you
check.
wanted to try to
Yeah.
push that issue with any of the ships you could speak with, by all means.
Oh,
But I'm
I
going to
think
tell you,
something
there's
is coming.
going to be modifiers.
It's possible that something is coming.
That's
Remember
never mind.
sneakiness.
All right, so it is the Acheron's Ferry's turn.
Yes.
So, and if the shooting phase is right now,
Yes. Well,
do you wish to do the thing or shoot first?
I will do the thing first, I suppose.
does this thing have a
I'm
rhyme
going
with
to-
shorting, Shardy?
Hail Raider B over Vox
Uh-huh.
because it says hail the enemy
Yep.
performed by characters that participate in maneuver or shooting actions during the turn.
Mhm.
Character contacts one enemy ship using Vox systems. He may use his interaction skills to accomplish certain goals, such as
Intimidate.
intimidation,
Yep.
which I'm good at.
Yep.
So, I do want to make a quick message to them.
Okay.
And I will say, again, this is to Raider B.
Yes.
Hail, unknown enemy of House Hanet. This is the arch-militant of the Acheron's Ferry, Reinhard der Amelungen, speaking to you. I have already disabled the weapon systems on your forward ships. And we have reason to believe that the house you serve has consorted with demons and participated in heresy. Shouldst you choose to surrender and stand down now, we will accept you and not carry out any further punishment. Yet, if you should defy us, then we will be forced to carry out the most extreme sanctions afforded to those carrying the charter.
Very well. Make whatever skill test you would like to make,
Alrighty.
including fate point modifiers.
All right.
And
Let's
any other
do
modifiers you can possibly
my
wrangle out of me.
intimidate is at a +20 right now.
Okay. So what's your strength? Plus 20?
My strength is 60, so
So that's
plus
80?
20 is an 80.
Okay.
I think I'm going to claim that +10 from the captain.
Okay.
Okay.
For a 90 or less.
Put this down. Actually, right now I'm going to put it over here because it's being thrown at them.
Whee!
That is
Oh, yeah.
9 degrees of success. Wow. Okay. There is going to be you get a brief curt message in response. And it's going to be based on this roll, and I got to think in my head how I want to do this. So okay, yeah. Oops.
Please don't hurt us, Mr. Amalung.
How
a
many
pretty good
degrees?
roll.
You had what? 8, 9 degrees?
9 degrees.
So I had 5. So they will simply, as a token gesture, they will. I'm only going to turn them slightly, but there is no voice comms back.
Okay.
I can't really get away with turning them a whole lot more without like using up portions of their maneuverability in their turn. So you get that in response.
This is not the ship that was jammed.
Correct. Well, your jam failed if I remember correctly.
Well, you said they had no communications on the other ship, so I'm a little confused.
It was.
Oh,
ship
yes,
A
yes.
was jammed.
Yeah,
ship B was not. That was all I was saying. So,
A was
the
jammed,
fact that
yes.
They haven't
B-
boxed us back.
Correct. They're neglecting to Vox back. You do get the signs that the Vox communication was received. It's just that you don't get a okay, yeah, we hear you. You just get a and then the ship
Knowing
turns
pirates,
slightly.
their Vox communications array is probably fucked.
I mean, these ships are bearing the symbol of House Hanet.
Yeah.
They're not
They're House
exactly
Hanet
pirates.
ships. They're not pirates.
Yeah, but way out here, are they gonna
So
really be
he's slightly
pristine?
moved as if to say, "Don't want none."
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think that's certainly a way to interpret it as. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, hey, what's that over there? Maybe we should go check that out in the course of doing our duties for the house.
our ship's engine seer maintains that we can run, and that seems like a good idea.
Well, then, to my mind, as the rogue trader, I take a non-response as a negative one.
I mean,
But
that's
I-
entirely up to you.
But I leave it to the arch militant's discretion as to which targets he wishes to fire on,
Alrighty.
because he knows that I want to capture ships.
Well, I think that he will. Hold on.
Now, we haven't maneuvered yet, have we?
We
No.
have not maneuvered yet.
So my next question is, at this point, with the other ship doing what, I guess, communicate with Darius, find out which ship you want to target, and maneuver toward that ship.
Based sheerly on pragmatism, it seems like one ship is gonna not give us any trouble anymore, and the other ship, I know its batteries are gone. So I would communicate to Darius that my priority target is that one. Yeah.
That is based on the current summary of the situation. That is the most dangerous ship on the table right now, as you probably would understand things.
Voxes can transmit images in this.
I don't see
setting,
why
don't
not, unless there's some extenuating circumstance.
We have images, I'm assuming, preparing for the Inquisition report of the 3 armed.
Yes. I would imagine during your battlefield analysis or whatever that there's certain images that were captured. You know, the orcs, the 3-armed mutant psyker girl.
I would be preparing images of the 3-armed psyker wearing the house and emblem to be beamed over to that ship as further evidence.
Sure.
I have moved the Acheron's ferry.
Okay. You may now shoot and or do other things.
First, we need to get a target lock on from our Seneschal.
Ah, yes. What was the number I said I needed? It was like 32 or something like that. 21, and then there was 21 plus the ship's detection, which is 15. So 21, 36. That is not it. Sorry.
If you
He's
look at
fumbling
it-
with the controls at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, I got one better. He looks like he's about to get it locked in, and then suddenly starts rubbing his forehead as though it is in some alarming amount of distress.
Okay. Well, I am going to do the put your backs into it,
Okay.
which I need to double check. It should be. I believe I'm rolling against a 90.
I think it was like 94.
4. Yeah.
Two degrees of success.
I think I needed 3 to make it.
Yeah, you needed 3 to have an additional thing to do.
So one gun gets a. You can take a plus. You've already used my plus 10, but you can take a plus 5 and put it onto whichever gun you'd like.
Yes.
And there's no lock-on bonus this time, so it's just your ballistic score plus 5 to one of them.
All right. Doable. All right, so are we shooting then?
I believe so.
I believe so.
Alrighty.
And you may fire at whichever vessels you like. They are both in. Both of the two up here are in. Obviously, this one is in as well.
I'm gonna hit this dude.
With both.
Well, certainly with the first one. Let's see how things go.
All right.
So yeah. Time to roll. This one I'm just gonna give the +5 because that's all that there is. So this is a 74, or actually we're at close range, so that's an 84 better.
Yeah.
Doesn't that turn into an 89 with the plus 5, or am I confused?
Damn.
Behold.
That's an 8 degrees
all
of
of the
success.
stuff.
I believe it's strength 4. Yes.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give me
And
4 rolls.
That's a crit again.
Yep.
As well.
Yep. Go ahead and give me 4 rolls of 1d10 plus 2.
So first roll is right out.
1. 4.
Why did it turn into a green die very briefly?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
It may have been loading the skin for the die.
Well, my D10 rolls suck.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well. So 4, 5, and 7 plus 6 is 13 damage. The armor is, I believe, just slightly more. Yep. Unfortunately, no damage. You do get one shot that goes through because you did score the critical hit.
Because of the crit.
So go ahead and let me get to that correct page.
Yeah,
There we
hit
go.
those criticals. Get
Yep.
that side.
All right, go ahead and give me that 1d10 roll, please.
7.
7. Thoroughly tech sprites. Something has jarred and shocked the ship's machine spirits, awakening their anger. Massive electrical surges knock out systems across the ship. Roll 1d10 for every component. On a 4 or higher, that component is now unpowered. Each component must be repaired individually. Morale takes 1d5 damage from the spooky atmosphere. All right, let's go ahead and give me that 1d5 damage.
Okay.
Or, excuse me, 1d5 morale damage.
That's 4.
so that's going to change this to a 7. Now roll. Oh goodness.
You know all the components, so just tell me how many times
You know
to
what the
roll.
funny part is I don't think I wrote all the components. I just gave them like the basic ones. So
'Kay.
let me do some quick typing here. So we know shields, we know engines, we know weapon systems
Guns.
×2.
Bridge is not
know-
excluded.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
I
bridge
wanted-
is not excluded.
That is true. So let's go ahead and throw that on. Bridge. These are so we have that section you don't know about. We have
But the text sprites don't care.
no, but I mean we're still gonna roll on it. I'm just not gonna tell you
Yes,
if that one is
But
hit.
you don't have to tell us what it is.
Yeah,
Just that
exactly. What else would there be? Shields, engines, weapons, bridge. They place for things. That's good enough. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's super crucial here. So you're gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna roll 6 times. Let's not roll
Yeah.
all of them at once, though.
I roll. Right. Here's the first one. Yes.
Okay.
That
So
go away.
let me make a note or do something here. Okay, and I'll explain what I'm doing in a second.
Okay.
Or how I'm keeping track. So that's the first one.
Second one.
Yes.
Also fried.
Yep. Okay.
Third one. Also fried.
Okay. One of those.
Fourth
Not
one
the
not
other one.
fried.
All right, do me a favor real quick and roll one more time, just even or odd.
Okay. Odd.
Okay. Got it.
And then the next system.
So now I know that one weapon's
Be
disabled, not
fried.
the other.
That was a good one to fry.
I'm guessing
And then you said that one more.
There is one
correct?
more, yes.
All
I'm
right.
guessing that was either the bridge or the shields.
Yeah, all but one weapon system got fried.
Yeah, I mean that's what has happened here is that all but
That-
one
that
weapon
was-
system.
like the best crit.
That really was. So that means those systems are now unpowered. Let me double check.
We basically just hit this ship with an EMP.
You did. That's effectively what, and you still have more shots to resolve.
I do have one more shot to resolve.
So unpowered. What did it say for unpowered? Give me just a second here so I can find that specific line. Unpowered components have no gravity, no lights, and any powered hatches and like will not operate. Yeah, that's that you've effectively disabled that ship, and you still have more shots. So go ahead with your second bits. What I started cackling on was, and you won't notice this in character, but because it's funny as shit to me, you zap the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge is now it's basically like somebody just went and turned off all the fucking lights.
And since Reinhardt does not know the degree of damage,
Yeah,
that
what-
he
yeah,
did,
what
he's
Reinhardt
just gonna fire at
sees
this
is-
ship again.
Yeah, what Reinhardt sees is all your weapons hitting and appearing to do negligible damage, and then suddenly a rolling ball of castigating lightning throughout the entire ship, and it doesn't make any sense to you as you continue to pour more fire into it.
Yeah. You know, when in doubt, shoot it again.
Yes, absolutely. Shoot it until the bubbles disappear.
So I'm sorry, that's not
I was gonna say,
necessary.
ooh, that's
I
bad.
need
I see why you did that. You got the dice demons out of there.
anyway. So this time I'm rolling at a 79 or better.
6
Yeah,
degrees of success.
That's all 4 hits and another crit.
Okay, go ahead and roll the 4 damages.
Okay.
The lowest one obviously will be eaten.
First damage, much better.
We're off to a good start right there.
Dang
okay.
it.
I see we're doing the hills and valleys. We're still in the valley.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. So that
So
2
we
drops
removed the
out.
2.
So
Yes.
9, 12, 17, 23 damage minus their armor, which is 3. Okay, and now roll 1d10 for critical. If you roll a 7 again, it's just going to be negligible.
That's a 10.
That is a 10. That is big. That's a whole breach. The hull of the ship is ripped asunder by tremendous force, opening compartments to the void and doing massive structural damage. The attacker selects 1d5 components, only choosing the ones you know of, and not including the bridge. And on a roll d10 each, on 1 to 7, it's damage and depressurized. On 8 to 10, 1 through 7 is damage and depressurized. 8 to 10, destroyed, and crew inside are killed. And instead of rolling for crew population and morale damage, I basically just cut the crew in half.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
So,
roll
how
1d5.
many? Looks like 3 systems.
Okay, you know of the following systems. You know of, obviously, the shields, the engines, 2 weapons. Gellerfield, which we didn't roll for the zappy bit, but let's just say the Gellerfield is in there as a potential system.
Yeah, probably.
So there's 2 weapons
so-
and 1 additional item, I assume
Yeah.
is what you're going to want to do.
I'm going to go for the weapons and the engine.
Okay. So the weapons and engines. Well, no, we got 3 1d10s to roll first.
Yes,
On an 8 or
correct.
better, they are destroyed.
Wait a
otherwise
minute.
Yeah.
Did you take off one of those damages, the lowest damage?
Yes.
The void shields are powered down.
Oh, right.
Oh shit! So that's actually additional 4 points of damage.
There you go.
I will allow that ridiculous ruling, as this ship stumbles into the void.
Because it got crit.
Because it got crit the fuck up. God damn. You know what? The funny part is when I wrote this, I was like, I'm gonna throw 3 Hazaroth fucking patrol ships at them, or whatever the Hazaroths are. Let's see how they handle it. I'm not worried. They're gonna fucking handle it. They fucking annihilated these sons of bitches. We got 2 ships completely disabled, and one that basically says, "Nah, we're good. We're gonna go over here and fuck off."
So,
All right.
rolling for the first weapon system.
Yep, you want an 8+ for destruction, otherwise it's damaged.
So that's damaged.
Weapons are damaged. as
Rolling
well as
for the
everything.
second system. Also
It's
damaged.
And the engines.
And the engines. Also damaged.
Also damaged. Okay. So we have, let's see, shields unpowered. We have engines damaged, unpowered. We have both weapon systems damaged and unpowered.
Yep.
No, one is unpowered.
One is unpowered, both are
and
damaged.
it is the wow. Actually, no, I got the backwards. Dorsal. Actually, they're both unpowered because they're damaged.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And bridge is unpowered. And okay.
I'll be honest, I did not expect one crit to basically decommission a ship, but you know.
Yeah. And just because the next round could make this even more interesting, I think this is a good stopping point. More interesting insofar as the things that can happen, causing the round to take longer than my initial estimates. So, on the erring on the side of caution, go ahead and take.
I'll throw my hands in the air and say okay.
No, you can throw your hands in the air. That's fine.
Like you just don't care.
Yeah, actually, because you care, you can throw your hands in the air. If that makes you feel better, go ahead and take 200 experience points apiece.
Really?
For entering space combat and presumably going to win. Unless something really fucking crazy happens next turn.
But we didn't finish. Now, if we spend all the points that you've just currently given us, we will be at level 4 for any further points that we earn.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Well, so ow! Oh,
Don't do that. That sounded painful.
It was not. As the kids say, Gucci.
Yeah, don't do that. It hurts. All right. Let's do some around the horns. Before I do that, actually, let me save the table where it is. Trader.
For those of us who are not dead tired, can I see you in the meeting room on Discord afterwards?
I
Okay.
don't see any reason why not.
right, let's start with Rev. Rev, feedback, outro, related comments. Besides, can you guys hang out for a few minutes and talk to me in Discord?
Yeah, that was
Was it?
basically it. Well, I mean, the only feedback I have is I felt like we got off to a slow start. Some of us forgot how space combat works a little bit. Whatever. Um, can't be helped. But Omar, can you please make my seneschal actually know what he's doing? My
Oh,
seneschal.
you want me to actually spend all those experience points he's been sitting on that I need to add 200 to, in fact?
Well, he should have more than that because he was like handpicked to be my seneschal. He shouldn't be starting off at a very low level.
I will consider it, but no promises.
All right.
All right, what else you got?
That's basically it.
Okay.
Did we ever establish if a navigator can be doing anything hinky during space combat, or is she just basically waiting?
The
for...
navigator is available. I don't think we ever specifically said yay or nay. I think, at least in my thought process, she may have skipped some of the combat because she was probably recovering from the
Yes.
warp travel.
Space combat turns take a long enough time. I say we just leave the navigator out. I was just curious.
I mean, but if you wanted to, or if you needed an extra body for some reason, then she can be available.
Does she have scrutiny?
I just closed her character sheet. Probably.
If she has scrutiny, oh my gosh, can you imagine the navigator on the bridge?
She's basically getting woken up from a slumber. I need you to stare at a computer screen, please.
Yeah.
And I hate to sound heretical, but could you use all 3 eyeballs? I think with 2 of them, you're still better than the other guy, but I need all 3.
Well, technically, if both of them have scrutiny, we could get 2 lock-ons for the guns.
Yes, you could, because you do have an extended action for each of those characters because I'm allowing
But also,
the named
be
NPCs.
recovering from warp travel, I can also see as being a legitimate reason why she doesn't participate. So
Yeah, but also like the ship is literally fighting for its life, so maybe maybe having her at the very least on call is not unreasonable. I mean, granted, the way this battle is going does not indicate a ship fighting for its life. If you want an example of that, look at the 3 raiders in front of you. Well, 2 of them at least. They're currently fighting for their lives. So.
Does she have Medicaid?
I don't think so. If
The
she
only
does,
one-
it's not very much.
the only one who might have Medicaid, and I'll have to double check out, is Winter maybe.
I definitely
Okay.
built Anastasia to be either navigator or I am going to murder people with my 3rd eyeball should I have to open it in front of people.
I feel like she's our ace in the hole in case of prepare to repel borders.
Yes. Or if you happen to take her on a ground mission and things get wonky, she's just like, stand back and close your eyes.
I don't know. I feel like the navigator is the one thing we don't want risking catching.
No, you wouldn't want to put her on the front lines, but we've all played Owlcat Rogue Trader, and we damn sure used Lidless Stare as often as we could fucking get away with it.
Forget Lidless Stare. I had the ability where she would do damage to anyone she forced to move around the battlefield, and I just marionetted everybody with her.
Sounds about right, actually. Yeah.
So basically, they're forced to move against their will, and the further they're forced to move, the more damage they take, and it's a horrendous stacking of different abilities.
I'm sure it was comical too. Darius, what kind of feedback outro bits you got for us?
Enjoying the combat.
Of course you guys are enjoying the space combat. You're winning! Sorry, go ahead.
My only regret about space combat is that there's not more for Ulterius to do, and I'm sorry about that, Ulterius.
Well, maybe if you guys were losing, he could actually make some repair rolls.
I would rather not be like, well, let's lose so Ulterius can have something to do. You know what? Go ahead and let those guns get damaged.
Not good. We'll find something for him to do, for sure.
What actually would have what would have Icarus more upset? Having something to do would make him less upset, or the guns being damaged make him more upset?
That's a question for Alterios.
That's who I'm asking.
I know. Alterios might be asleep right now, so we'll have to wait for the answer, I guess. Go ahead, Darius.
I think that's all I really had.
Okay. Alterios, are you there? Wow, I've heard louder binaric screeches.
Boink. Barely.
Yeah. You got anything you want to say before we close it?
I remembered I was gonna make a comment. What is worse, space combat in this or space combat in BattleTech?
I've not done space combat in BattleTech except for a few times in Megamech, and that can get tricky. But I did okay playing against myself.
I haven't
Hey,
done it
look.
personally, but I heard it's kind of a pain in the butt.
Hey, look, half my fleet flew off the map because I
No,
wasn't
more
able to do my
importantly,
vectors.
half your fleet failed their piloting control tests that they had to do because they either applied too much thrust or too much turn or both, and then they flew off the map out of control. I'm pretty sure I've won more battles by the enemy, i.e., me, failing those rolls
than the nuclear
than
missiles
actually
they started
hitting.
flinging
So then
around.
the other
Yeah.
side of that too is like you generate. It seems like you generate heat just by breathing.
Yes. That's ridiculous.
Space, no one can bleed your heat.
Well, I think they did that in a way to represent the fact that heat doesn't actually dissipate very easily in a vacuum.
That was my point.
Yeah.
Instead of in space, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah, in space you just get hot.
In space, nothing can bleed your heat.
Alterius, you got anything else? I know you're fading over there.
No, like we haven't done this in a while, so I was expecting like, oh, this will take a bit to refresh ourselves, but I think we'll have this next time we do this.
I feel like I had a grip on it by the second turn, and maybe slightly, a little bit rough, but knew what I needed to do. I just had to work through it, and by the third turn, I think I had it. I don't know about how you guys feel about me or yourselves, but I feel like,
All I remember,
but
all I know is that when I got in and stared at those cards, I was like, yep, those are numbers.
I remember you numbers. Which, ironically, does sound like something a fucking explorator tech priest would say. Ah, yes, my numbers. How fondly I remember you.
Yeah.
Warner, what do you got for us, buddy? Warner?
Oh my god, he's better than I am.
There we're back.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
Yes. We did take a little while to get back into it, but once we did, I feel like we started to roll along nicely.
Yes.
I do like the more simplified version, especially when we have so many freaking ships to deal with and trying to make it even more complicated. So my preference would be to keep it more on the scaled back end.
Okay. When you say, are you talking more like fewer ships to fight against, or
What did we scale back? I'm not entirely sure. I think is what Omar's asking.
So the more ships that we have, the more this will turn into a giant mess.
Yes.
So the 3 ships, I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying that, as we get a bunch of ships, perhaps we shouldn't take 6 ships around with us.
I didn't plan on it.
That's a fair point, but also,
because can you imagine how freaking long?
We were stuck in that orc cave for like the better part of a year, so
yeah, we were.
You know what? That makes me think I might have to go and look and see what the release date was for the first orc episode versus the last episode, and see how much time it took to get through all of that. Because that was like 8 or 10 episodes of just slogging through orcs.
With several 3-month interruptions.
Yeah, there were quite a few interruptions, yes, because work and things, and I think during my surgery.
Holidays.
Yeah, my surgery got in the way as well. But yeah, well, fortunately, this sequence shouldn't be quite so. What's the word I want to use? Monotonous? I don't know, but it may also. I mean, it certainly has the potential to become similar. But I was definitely attempting when I wrote it all out to have a different environment / series of scenarios or to keep it from being too repetitive. That said, I certainly enjoyed the ship combat, other than the fact that, once again, I am on the losing side, but I feel like as the GM, that's kind of my lot in life. But that said, I also don't want to kill you guys, so, because that would not to be, you know.
I mean, there were
stupid or
definitely some
whatever, but
rolls that didn't work in your favor.
I definitely did have quite a few rolls, like my attack rolls didn't help.
I mean, I've already got a missionary rolled up, so if you want to schwack Icarus, go right ahead.
It's like, please let me play with my fire guy. My Purgatus.
I don't think we're ready for the flames of purgation just yet, and your tech use is incredibly valuable.
Yeah. All right. Any other final comments? Last chance. All right. Well, that will, based on that silence, that will do it for us here and for this evening. Thank you, everybody that stopped by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please consider likes and comments and all that crazy stuff. I'm going to stop trying to plug myself so much. That said, a little bit of plugging never hurts. That sounded so bad. I got to remember not to use that line.
Look. The more innuendos, the better.
More innuendos, the better? Only for comedic value, I hope.
Yeah.
Omar, I think you really pegged it with that assessment.
Okay, we're done. We're
Oh.
done. Stay safe, my friends. It is a grim, dark world out there, so make sure you're doing what you got to do to get yourself safe. I'm done. Have a good night. We'll see you next
I
time.
could have said you nailed it.
Nope, we're done.